What's the meaning of life? Is it in the Bible? Is it about thriving or survival? Should I eat idle or hunt with a rifle? Which one? Is life a cycle or a spiral? Should I believe in Metatron or Archangel Michael? Shiva the backfat leader of Jesus and his disciples. Is deciphering the meaning even vital? Is there an afterlife or is death final? Is it about charity in the face of calamity? Is my purpose? When me and you are chatting, this is not like you chatting with a next man that's trying to disprove your religion.
Look, I didn't
this is an intellectual thing where I'm trying to understand your basis of what you believe in.
No problem.
And vice versa, you get me? It's not a disrespect. So when you walk away and I say little things about you behind your back, just know that's just Jedi busting joke. That's not. It's not me trying to get one over your religion. Because I don't disbelieve in Islam.
No problem.
You know what I'm trying to say?
No problem. The whole thing is that at the end of the day is that I'm a Muslim and
Are you Muslim?
Assalamu alaikum and welcome to the non-Muslims. Late last night at Speaker's Corner I was having a casual conversation with JEDIONLINE and basically was asking me about how Hadith were compiled and how they were spread or something like that. That's not his words verbatim, that's paraphrasing. So basically I went on to say that I'm not a scholar of Islam or of the science of Hadith, but I'll try and give you a basic understanding. In trying to give an example of how a hadith might have come about, I made a slip of the tongue and I made what could be quite a big mistake. So Allah says in the Quran, speak the truth even if it's against yourself, and I wanted to correct that mistake so that no other Muslim sees the video and copies that mistake or believes something that's incorrect about the Prophet, peace be upon him, or one of his companions. Basically I explained to JEDIONLINE that like hadith may come about different ways. The Prophet may say something, the Prophet may do something, and then a companion would narrate it and tell other people. But I gave a bad example. I said, for example, say his wife Aisha, she asked him, for example, if she was on a period or a menstrual cycle or iddah as we know it as Muslims, like when it's time to pray, can she just pray? Does she need to have a shower or something we will call a ghusl, and so forth? And the Prophet would say to her, okay, go and do a ghusl, and then go and pray. This was a mistake, and I retract this and I apologize for this mistake, because as Muslims we have to pray 5 times a day. But when a woman is going through her menstrual cycle or going through her period or so forth, it's not obligated for her to pray. Like, the prayer is not compulsory on her. She doesn't have to pray, and she doesn't have to pray 5 times a day. So it was a slip of the tongue. It was a mistake, and I apologize for making a mistake. But as Muslims, if we make a mistake or we have a slip of the tongue and then we realise, because I realised on the way home that I might have said something that was incorrect, then we have to try and correct that in public if the mistake was made in public. So I take that statement back, and it was just an example. Yeah, I take that back and I apologise for that. Also, he asked me another question. There was a few things, but I can't remember them fully, and the video hasn't come out yet. So I just want to clarify them in case, because sometimes the videos on Content Over Everything or other channels I'm on, they get quite a lot of views in a short time. So I want to clarify it before the video comes out, but I can't remember everything. So I think another question he asked me was, if a companion is in a hadith, or a companion makes a statement, are all the statements of the companion valid, or they're all trustworthy, something like that. I'm not saying what he said word for word. This is a paraphrase of his words, because it was late, and I'd been debating all day, and I'm just trying to remember his words. And I think I said yes, but basically hadith is a big science, yeah, and you can't just answer it simply. So therefore, we believe the companions were not spoke the truth and they weren't lies. Yeah, so it's valid in that way. But sometimes there were some companions or people who had bad memories and so forth. So if they're found in a hadith, it's not trusted, or that, for example, if a companion says the Prophet said to me in Mecca, and then we find out through the records and stuff that he never lived in Mecca, he lived in Medina or something, then that hadith isn't accepted as well. But there's a whole science to it, and as I said, I'm not a scholar. It was late at night. I'd been debating all day with different people, and I'm not a scholar of hadith science and stuff. But if I made them, these are two mistakes that I said that I made, and I apologize for them. I retake them back. I could have I had a slip of the tongue and so forth, and maybe, you know what I'm saying, someone could have explained it better than I did, and I basically hope I didn't do more harm than good, and I apologize. Any examples that was given in that video and so forth, don't use it like take it as an example to use and so forth. So I apologize for my mistake. You know, like I said, Allah says in the Quran, speak the truth even if it's against yourself. Sometimes you can tend to clarify something and you may have a slip of the tongue, or you may not explain it as what it could be. So I apologize for anything that I've done, and if any young Muslim or old Muslim or any Muslim watches it, please don't use the example I've given, the mistakes I've clarified and so forth, and I apologize for that. We're only human, and if we make mistakes, we should own up to it. Thank you for this, and thank you for cutting off everything, for letting me clarify this, because he didn't let me have to put this clarification in it, and so forth. And I'm just glad he's letting me do it on the video, so no one will watch it and repeat my mistake on the mistakes that I've mentioned to you. Sorry for taking up your time. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and goodbye. Take care to the non-Muslims.
So the problem is that when you now understand from the analogy, they say yellow man is the prophet. You are awakening you. The yellow man is Chinese. Now if he's Chinese and he's a yellow man, you have to go study what happened in China. And then, if he's a yellow man, he can't be isolated. He cannot be just him. I'm the prophet, I'll be like his own nation. That means when you come to that means well, if we accept them, and if they come, don't forget, like when Muhammad started his religion, he had companions. Guess where the companions were from his own country. How many of them? No, I'm not saying no. I'm not even saying the real man. Like I'm saying the real man is black.
Begging everyone to be
Yes, and I'm saying the real man was black, and his companions were black. Salahuddin, you hear about Hussain, was black.
It's believable, yeah?
But it's still debated.
What do you mean?
Aisha's Sunnah, Hadith, is debated.
Debated by who?
Like, for instance, there's a debate on whether Aisha was 9. 6 when she was married, and 9. There's a debate. You can't tell me there's not. There's a debate. There's a debate on whether she was actually the age of 6 and 9 around the marriage and consummation.
Consummated at 9.
No, but there's
there's a debate about that in Islam, amongst Islamic scholars.
People try to make it say it was she was older.
Okay, but she said in her own hadith what her age was.
Yes.
So then, what gives somebody any right?
But the scholars
don't debate that.
They do debate it.
Do you know?
They don't debate what?
Where you find this argument?
What did they debate? Well, sorry, my brother.
Depends.
Let's have a round table thing, because I want to hear. You got your idea. He's got his idea. I want to hear both of your
What you'll
ideas.
find there's a lot of people that have tried to make the date, say the date was a lot older, yes?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
21, this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
The reason why we don't even accept this anyway, yeah, because this debate about her age being young was never used by the Prophet Muhammad's enemies, because marrying young wasn't a problem in the
No problem. But what I'm trying to say
so
is,
now you have that.
why do some people believe she was 21?
From what I've known, yeah, people have tried to stretch the age, yeah, because they don't feel comfortable with it.
But are they standing on?
It's not
they
science.
They not said, oh, she's 21. There was something
This argument, but I'm saying this
It's based
argument,
on what?
this argument,
Hadith,
but this,
there's
what-
There's hadith.
hold on, hold
Is there
on.
hadith saying she's
Hold on,
21?
hold on, no, from my research, there hasn't been, because this argument has only come recently. This argument about making a, this argument
Huh?
about making,
It's based on nothing.
This argument about,
based on nothing.
hold on.
Tell me,
When did the argument come about? Kalam?
Okay, the argument comes about with her sister. Her sister,
She was about 30 years old,
Yeah,
isn't
her
it?
sister's supposed to be 10 years older than she was, basically.
Yes.
And at the time of her death, like the calculation didn't calculate that she was supposed to be 9 years old.
yeah,
and so
yeah.
forth. That's where the argument comes
When
from.
did this argument become popular? When did this argument become popular?
Sorry, bro.
If I ask you how old are you, and you gave me your age,
Yeah.
shall I take it?
Yeah, but you can't take it for gospel.
When did this
'Cause
argument?
I could lie to you.
When did this argument become popular?
If I know you as well.
I don't know.
If you know me, cool. I still could lie to you.
This argument.
Unless you were there at my birth, I don't even know my age.
And there's even a Shia's interpretation as
Yeah,
well.
but you can't talk to them about Shias though. But they're not having it.
No, but the thing is that I'm not forcing anyone to follow my thing.
yeah, yeah,
The reason you
yeah.
just said
What's your ultimate
my
point,
thing
though?
is,
My
my
ultimate point is this, yeah. Like,
Can I just ask about this thing?
Yeah.
This argument has become recent now in nowadays terms. The Prophet's enemies never used this thing about the Prophet marrying Aisha was
Forget
too young.
about his enemies.
No,
Forget about his
in them
enemies.
days,
Is
I'm
there
saying this
any
argument by
evidence in
Muslims.
Hadith, and I've just heard it,
Yeah.
that there's evidence in the Hadith about the age of Aisha's sister
Cam,
and their relation
when
between
did-
each
I
other.
bet Cam-
I've heard this before.
I know,
Kalam, you know.
but no, I'm trying to say to you, when did this argument come up? It didn't come up in the time of the Prophet that she was 21. Because people didn't wait till that age. The young age of the Prophet getting married to Aisha wasn't an issue at that time. Because cultures got married easy at that time. So the whole thing is he's brought this up. There's no proof for this. When did that argument happen around amongst the Muslims? It's happening now because people are trying to stretch from 9 because they're ashamed of it. I'm not ashamed of it. They got married at the age of puberty. So the whole thing I'm trying to say is, yes, now people are talking about it, but amongst the Muslims, this thing about her age didn't come up. Now the whole thing is at the end of the day, look, there's a science to the Hadith.
All right,
Yeah?
let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Do any Hadiths contradict each other?
That are as authentic.
When was the last time a Hadith was declared? You got a word for it when you don't use it?
There's not
Because
there's
authenticate-
not
no,
some
no,
look,
no,
Huh?
No, I can't.
Which
Hold
is
on.
weak, innit?
No,
Yeah?
but there's different
When-
types
when-
of weak.
I don't
There's
know.
fabricated, there's weak that's made up,
I don't
there's
know- I don't know.
someone weak in a chain. The whole thing is a sense.
I don't know if
and I'm not
right,
going to
yeah,
pretend to you.
But I'm saying I'm
yeah.
sure that even this whole thing about authentic hadith and non-authentic hadith is quite new as well, though.
No.
I'm
What I'm trying to say
sure
to you,
it's a
look.
new-
What I'm
it's a
trying to say
new
to you, and
concept.
I'm not gonna brag to anyone that
No,
I'm
no.
a professor of
I
hadith.
don't
for that.
expect you to,
Me,
bro.
if I don't know something, I'll say it.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
say it. But the whole thing is, I've listened to the science. There's a science to it, and I'm not going to explain to you. It's not my field. The whole thing. But I've
the
heard,
science is
I've-
basically peer reviewing. That's basically what it is.
What do you mean?
Like, as in, they're looking over each other's works, they're verifying, right, do you know what, I know Raspect, he's a cool youth, and he's never lied before, he's got no history of lying. And then you can say, yeah, I verified that, and then he says, and then we verify it amongst us as scholars, and then we give it to you like, and say, look, this guy is a verifiable source.
Yeah.
But that's not concrete.
It depends if
you wouldn't
but
verify
you're not a believer. I tell you what.
you wouldn't
For
you
example-
wouldn't verify the Quran like that.
No, for example, let me tell
So
you.
you wouldn't know, would you?
For example, first of all, we don't have people in the chain of the Hadith of the Quran. We've got the Quran.
Exactly.
Hold on. It was an oral tradition, and people remember that. Like,
This is what I'm saying.
For
So then
example,
why is
that's
it?
why-
Can you hear me
so
out?
why?
Can you hear me out?
That's
Can you hear me
why
out?
this
Can you hear me out?
Quran is-
Can you hear-
Yeah,
can you
that
hear-
just listens
Can
to
you hear me
the
out?
Quran. I
For
can,
example,
brother,
the
sorry,
song
man.
Happy Birthday,
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you tried to change it now, yeah, it'd be impossible for you to do it.
That's not true.
Happy Birthday, you tried to change the lyrics.
Happy birthday.
You can't change it. It'd be impossible. But some people memorize it and they know it.
You can convince people. You can convince people. People can wrongly. A large group of people can wrongly remember the same thing.
You can't
Of course you
change the
can.
lyrics of Happy
Yeah,
Birthday.
you can.
It's impossible.
You can.
How?
You can.
How?
You can convince a group of people that they've memorized it wrong.
What do you mean?
You can.
The tune Happy Birthday.
If I told you the actual lyrics of Happy Birthday,
Yeah.
not the one that you sing to your daughter, but the one that the creator of the song wrote down and got published and copyrighted,
The one
and if I
that-
told you that those two lyrics were different, you would have to believe me.
The ones that we all know now, you can't change it, can you?
You can though, brother.
How? It's everyone
You can.
knows it.
No, it's not
How-
everyone knows it.
What do you mean?
Everyone has an idea of
In
it.
Western culture,
But if you remind someone that, oh, bruv, you got it wrong. If I sing it in a different way enough, your memory can change.
How?
Your memory
Everyone
can,
knows it.
You know, right? Oral traditions, fam.
The song Happy Birthday, yeah? Yeah? Like, Bob, say
All right,
Bob
all right,
Marley,
all right.
say Bob,
Let me show you.
Like-
ABCD, yeah? The ABCs, yeah? Some people say, blah, ABCD, QRS, U and V, WXYZ. That's how I was taught to memorize it.
But everyone
and then,
knows it's wrong.
And then, no, but everyone don't.
How?
Because you got kids that will sing it like that.
you can't take any.
Yeah?
You can't take any.
U and Z. Do you understand what I'm saying?
You can't take-
Just that word "and" is an
Hold on,
additive,
hold
yeah? That people add, yeah?
Hold on.
You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
Some people have memorized it like that. So if you ask a child to say, recite the thing, the ABCs, they're gonna recite it in the way that they were taught. It doesn't make it real.
What I'm trying to say to you, the song that everyone knows, Happy Birthday, yeah?
Yeah.
Or any famous song that's gone worldwide.
Yeah.
You
There's,
can't.
there's always dispute on the lyrics.
Do you know why? You can't.
There is.
Okay.
I'm a musician, bro.
Okay.
There's always disputes
No,
on the
but
lyrics.
what I'm trying to say is, look, if you take a song that's got really, really popular, it's impossible to change because everyone's memorized it. For example, let me explain to you. In Ramadan, yeah, we recite, go through the whole Quran, yeah. If there was many Qurans or many different Qurans,
Let me give you an
Let me
example.
just play this one.
Let me give you an
Let me
example.
give you an example.
You don't listen to music,
Yeah.
yeah? How long have you not been listening to music for?
close to 10 years.
Okay. So you will still remember. Do you
lyrics that happen
like it? Is it? You've heard that
No
song
comment.
before, right? You've heard it before. You don't have.
Yeah.
You're not sanctioned.
Yeah, I
it. You've
know.
heard the song
Yeah.
before, yeah. It gets to certain part in a part in it, yeah, where I can say one part of the lyrics that I used to think it was, and I guarantee you, next man used to think this is what the guy was saying.
But, that song,
this is what I'm saying.
But do
to
you know why?
fam,
Do you know
yeah?
why? It could happen. For example, I tell you why it can't happen. For example, Happy Birthday, that's a short thing and everyone knows the verses. You can't, it would be impossible for you to change it now.
not impossible.
Because you know what happened? You'd have then you would start having two versions, yeah, of Happy Birthday and
They are many versions.
and the majority of people are going to say yours is wrong.
There are many versions.
No, but
there's
there's
many
not
versions.
many versions.
There's many
I'm
versions.
talking about the
You
remix.
get me? And
No.
people remember things differently, brother.
For example,
When you're
okay.
dealing with memory, you have to remember the human mind is not infallible. People remember things differently.
I'm asking a question.
You don't think a group of people can remember something wrong?
The lyrics to Happy Birthday, you believe someone can change it?
Yeah.
How?
Look, there's an actual science, my brother. Yeah. There's an actual science in
Take care of yourself.
There's actual science in the way that human beings memorize things, yeah? There's actual science. And it's been proven, yeah, that if one person makes a slight alteration to something, the next man that heard that can memorize it that way and in fact spread that round us. That's the truth.
But-
we got what we call Chinese whispers, yeah? Where we form a big circle, a big massive circle. You say to one person, my brother, bless you, we link up. You say to one person like, this is the song, or you whisper something to, and it goes round, yeah.
But if you
And
try
when
to
the time,
change it,
by the
hey,
time
we
it
will
gets
correct you.
by the time it gets back to you,
Yeah.
it can be wrong.
But if you try to change it now, we'll correct you.
Yeah, but this is the thing, yeah?
Yeah.
By the time it goes round, it's not you in control of it no more. If Prophet Muhammad has spoken something, yeah, and the people have taken it around, he's not in control of
No,
that
but,
anymore.
like, for example, someone made Happy Birthday, it's out here now, yes? People know it, so if you and
Give it time. In 100 years' time, yeah, there could be added words in it. Yeah, there could be added words in it that the people of that time that are singing that song don't realise that's not the original version.
No, but there's
Do you
always-
understand what I'm saying?
but there's always
Do
gonna-
you know the original version of Happy Birthday?
Yeah.
Or do you believe
Look,
you do?
No, look, I'm talking about, look,
Do you understand?
No,
Have you spoken to the creator of the song?
But today.
Have you verified?
But
No, wait.
I know what the words
Have
are.
you verified with the creator of the
Yeah.
song what the lyrics are?
No,
All you've got is what the people have you've learnt from other people. You've not learnt from the creator
Unless
of the
you're
song.
saying everyone learned the
I
wrong one.
fucked you up
Oh,
there,
no,
bro.
you haven't.
I fucked
You haven't
up,
called me.
bro.
You
I
haven't
did,
done
I
nothing.
fucked
You haven't
up.
done anything.
Listen to what I'm saying to you now,
I
bro.
still don't agree with you.
Alright, no, but hear what I'm saying, my brother, yeah?
Look, unless you're
You
saying
can-
that everyone in the world learned the wrong version of Happy Birthday.
You're assuming that you know the version of Happy Birthday everyone in the world sings.
I'm saying everyone knows Happy.
But you don't know.
Hold on,
You can't assume that.
It's not working.
That's a fallacy. You can't assume how everyone else memorizes something.
So everyone learned the wrong version.
You'd have to go and do a study. Listen, hear me out. Yeah. One thing is you'd have to get the author yeah, the composer of that piece of music, that song, yeah, and you'd have to verify what their actual lyrics were, yeah. Then you'd have to do a test with everybody else, the whole world of that knows Happy Birthday, and test what they've got it down as. Then you can bring those two bits of information and say to me, right, this is what it is. So you bring me the composer, yeah? You bring me the composer, and then you bring me everyone else that's memorizing the song, and we sit here and judge with the composer whether they've got the lyrics right. Until that day, you're being subjective in what you're telling me, because what you're saying is you know a version of Happy Birthday. You know one.
So are you saying,
you don't know what my version of Happy Birthday is,
JEDIAH,
or what contents is.
Since in all my life, yeah, I've only heard one version.
That's
of
you.
Happy Birthday.
That's subjective.
Okay. So I'm
in
asking,
all people's,
no problem,
there's many versions.
No problem.
I'm trying to tell him that there is.
Okay, no problem. Are you saying the majority of people have the wrong version?
All right, let me ask you.
I'm asking a question.
No, all right, that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying.
Okay,
I've answered you. What I'm saying to you is this, yeah. If you put £50 on the table now, yeah, and we go to two random strangers, yeah, lock them in two separate rooms, and we record them singing Happy Birthday, would you wager your soul on the fact that they're gonna sing the same version?
No.
Exactly.
What I'm saying to
Why
you
wouldn't you?
Hold on, I'm not saying that.
Because is there a possibility that they've got? Is there a possibility is there a possibility that they've got two different versions?
What I'm trying to say to you is that I've only known all my life. I've only known one version of Happy Birthday.
Yeah.
And I've never heard anyone come up singing up with a different version.
The sister over there knows too.
Okay, but.
So today is the day where you found someone that knows a different version.
Okay, but that's only two people with my whole life.
But you still different.
That's okay. There's still minority.
She may be closer to the
Are you talking about remixes? I can make up a version now.
Nah, fam.
What do you mean?
You need to understand what I'm saying to you, yeah? Until you have.
I've never seen someone at Happy Birthday come out bringing a cake out.
Bro.
By the way, Muslims, we don't celebrate birthdays, yeah? But the point is this, yeah? I never heard someone bring a cake and start singing a different version of Happy Birthday. Now, there may be some independent labels have made up their own version of that, but generally, the song Happy Birthday, everyone knows how it goes.
You can't say that, though.
What are you talking about?
All right, brother, listen to what I'm saying. I'm going to say this one more time, yeah?
You can now...
You need to bring, listen,
Yeah.
you need to verify that the version of Happy Birthday you are familiar with, the only one you've ever heard from anyone ever, is the original version that the composer created. You'd have to verify that for your point to be valid.
No problem.
Yeah? And then you'd have to check that what everyone else is singing is different from that.
But you know how I know that the Quran that we have as Muslims hasn't been changed? I'll tell you why. Every Ramadan we recite the Quran and we go through it, yeah? And because humans are humans, they make mistakes. So sometimes they forget, they stutter and they can't remember where they are because they memorize.
Word for word, every Quran is not identical. That's true. Word for word, I don't mean meaning for meaning.
Yeah, I can say.
Word for word, every Quran is not identical.
I know what you're talking about. You're talking about that.
And in the words that are not identical, you basically have to use your common sense to see that these words mean the same thing. Because they're not actually the same words.
The people that know their language,
it's like black and dark. I'm not saying those are the words, but black and dark, yeah, it's dark out here right now. It's not black, is it? Is it black out here right now?
Without the light.
Is it?
Here is not with the light.
All right, without the light,
it's black.
Black?
Yes.
Or is it dark?
What do you mean?
Is it
Without
black?
the light, it's black.
No, it'd be black if you were standing in the middle of smoke.
It's black.
Yeah? This is not black. This ain't black.
Okay,
turn off the light. Turn off the light for a minute, brother. This ain't black.
To me, it's black.
Is this black? Be real, be honest. Is this black?
You know what? Correct English.
No,
correct English.
Yeah?
You'd say define black.
JEDIAH.
It's dark. Is this black?
But JEDIAH.
All right. You brothers have a problem just saying
JEDIAH.
no.
No, JEDIAH.
It's not black.
I agree with you that the thing is not word for word, but JEDIAH, there's no point. Look, let me.
The point is what I'm saying is, two different people can have two different ideas about what one word means. Or what two different words mean. So if you're thinking dark in your head and I'm thinking black in my head, we could actually have something different in our heads.
Okay.
You understand?
But JEDIAH,
same with Happy Birthday, yeah? You've only heard one version. That doesn't mean that there's not other versions.
We don't have different meanings.
And it doesn't mean,
we don't have different understandings.
And it doesn't mean the version you've heard is the original version.
I don't have different understandings of the Quran.
You don't. But we were talking about hadiths. And hadiths, people have different understanding of hadiths. They do, don't they?
I'm trying to explain
to you.
Do
people have different understandings of hadiths?
Can I answer the first question? I want to ask you questions. I'm okay.
Ah, shit.
I don't think you don't understand it. I'm not going to leave it. Oh, damn.
No, of course you
won't.
won't.
Wreck my faith.
Of course you
I've
won't.
been Muslim for
I wouldn't. You know the worst thing is? You know the worst thing is? I have no right
Yeah.
to even attempt to try and
No,
wreck your faith
no, the thing
because
is, look,
I don't know if your
Jedi,
faith is right or
no, but
wrong.
the thing is, Jedi, you're not a believer in Islam, yeah?
But I'm not a disbeliever.
What do you mean? But you don't.
I'm
accept
not a
it.
disbeliever,
No,
my brother.
I'm a believer in the Prophet. I've
That's
looked at
good.
The Prophet's
I don't disbelieve in the Prophet.
Hold on, no, look, Jedi,
You understand?
Jedi, look, I'm not begging people, yeah? I'm not begging people to be Muslim.
I get that. I
I'm
get
not
that.
like, oh,
Listen,
please
I
become
get
Muslim.
that. I know.
Please this, that, and the other.
But what I'm saying is,
Hold
I'm
on,
not a
okay.
disbeliever.
No problem.
Yeah, you're a believer.
Do you
That's
believe
great.
in Islam?
What do you mean? Do I believe in Islam? Do I believe Islam exists?
Yeah.
I know Islam exists because I'm talking to a Muslim.
But what I'm trying to say is, for example, I objectively believe Islam is the truth. Yes?
Okay, yeah.
You maybe believe in parts of it, but not other parts. Yes?
I just don't know whether it's the truth
Okay,
or
no
not.
problem. But what I'm trying to say to you is
If
that
someone come and ask me, is Islam the truth? What do you think my answer would
I don't
be?
know.
Exactly.
That's
That's
what
my
I'm asking
answer.
you. No problem.
but that would be. So
But-
then I'm not a disbeliever,
yeah,
am I?
but what I'm trying to say to you is this: is that I don't know if you believe in except Prophet Muhammad.
Acceptance is different.
Yeah?
Acceptance is different. I can't
Yeah.
accept something until I believe in it
Of course.
and have knowledge of it
Of course.
and know it to be true.
What I'm trying to
Why
say,
would I accept
I'm not
it?
trying to beg you to
I
be
know
a Muslim.
you're not, bro.
I'm not.
Well, the point I was trying to make
anyone that's
anyway.
watching it,
Let's forget about all that.
So
The point I was trying to make is this, yeah? You got the Quran, which is a solid certified book, yeah? According to my Muslim brothers, yeah? My Akis is a solid book.
Yeah, no
they
problem.
don't doubt. Even if they're written in different dialects, they don't doubt the meaning and they all share the meaning and they recite it the same, yeah?
Yeah.
And then you have the Hadiths,
Yeah.
So the Quran has told you to follow the Hadiths,
Yeah.
Or follow the ways of the messenger.
Yeah.
It didn't say follow this book and that book and that book and that book.
Hold on, but Islam is first of oral tradition, yes?
Yeah.
So the hadiths, the Quran is oral, yeah?
The Hadiths are oral?
And the hadiths are oral, yes.
Okay, so
Yes.
if the Hadiths are oral, why were they not correlated and collected in the same?
I'll tell you why.
In the same
I'll
way
tell
as
you
the
why.
Quran.
Because we don't mix up the speech of the Creator, Allah, with
And
the,
then you
with
don't
the
have to put it in the
messenger.
same book. Like I said, why wasn't there like, this is the Hadith book and it's certified and this is it?
Because remember, the Quran, even the Quran, it was only written down. You look at it, why are you getting so excited?
I find it funny that you can't see what I'm saying.
No, because the thing is that look, I believe in Islam. So,
I know you believe in Islam.
So the whole thing is Islam.
So I'm expecting you to know the answer to
No
the question
problem.
I'm giving
I'm
you.
asking it. If I know it, I'll answer it. If I don't know, I'm not going to lie and say I do.
Then you
But
found
I'm
something
answering.
like look, I'm not trying to disprove your religion. What I'm trying to say to you is this. This is common sense, yeah? We have a set, it's like...
I'm trying to explain to you, but
It's
you're not
like
listening
the
to me.
Quran has got the blue tick,
No,
yeah?
no.
It's verified.
Look, the
It's
Quran-
verified,
look,
yeah? And
look.
then the Hadiths, they don't have the blue tick.
That in your mind.
Yeah? No, in you lot's mind. Because you don't take every hadith as real. That's the truth.
But I don't believe a false hadith is a hadith, do I? I don't.
But does someone else,
What do you mean?
may someone else stand on information that they have and believe that it's a true hadith? Is there a clear guideline for them? No, it's other men.
Hold on. We have
The only guideline is
hold
other
on,
men.
hold on. But the thing is this: look, we have the Quran, yes, and it's all tradition. First of all, the Quran is recited, so the way it was preserved, it's through people reciting it. Yes?
Yeah.
Then we have the Prophet's hadith, and that thing was oral as well. The only reason why they are separate is because one is the speech of the Creator and one is the speech of the Prophet.
They didn't
Now,
separate them.
What do you mean?
You said the only reason they
Well, I'm saying
separated
the
them.
Quran is not.
You didn't separate them because they were never together, were they?
What do you mean?
The
No, but
Quran and the words of the Prophet were never together.
The Prophet got things revealed to him, yeah, and then he would say what was revealed to him.
And
yes?
did that go into the Quran?
That's the Quran, the speech of Allah.
So it's come from the Prophet.
That's what I'm trying to say. His revelation, yeah.
It's come from the Prophet. The Quran has come from the Prophet. Like
The Quran is revelation.
A revelation
Inspired him to speak.
from God
Yes.
to Gabriel,
Yeah, and
and
it's-
Gabriel to Muhammad,
Yeah.
and then Muhammad spoke it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
he
by
didn't read
God.
or write, so he didn't write it down. And then later, orally,
He said it,
Yeah,
yeah.
orally. So the Chinese whispers begins.
It's not Chinese. It's
You understand? For orally, brother, I'm telling you, if I tell you something now, yeah, and you go around the community, it's not gonna come back the same way.
What do you mean?
What I tell you now, if I say
It
something
depends
to
who.
you,
It
won't.
depends.
If
who
I
you
say
to.
something to this
It
group,
depends who you say
if
to.
I say something to this group,
Okay,
if
so
I say something,
hold
if I say something to
hold
this group,
hold on, if you say
tag him in.
It depends who you're speaking to. If it's like you don't believe that the companions, I believe the companions who conveyed this message were trustworthy. You don't.
No, but that's cool. But
Yes.
are all of the companions' hadiths are valid?
What do you mean?
Like every hadith that supposedly come from a so-called companion of the Prophet, are they all taken on board?
So therefore, it would depend.
You're weakling,
When did
bro.
it-
You're weakling.
I've
Yes
got
or no?
nothing-
Yes or
Jedi,
no, my
I've got
brother?
nothing to
They're
prove
not,
to-
are they?
Jedi.
Brother, I
Regardless-
know, but you're wiggling though.
Jedi, I'm not in a match with you.
Tell me then.
I'm gonna leave him.
Are they real?
Regardless what you say, I was answering.
Let me ask you this question,
you can't
bro.
be,
Yeah?
You can't be
let me
before
ask
answering
you.
the question.
Let me ask you this question, bro.
He's not a Muslim.
Are all the hadiths? Are you not a Muslim?
Are you Muslim?
Oh.
No, I didn't.
Oh.
Listen, I've never met this guy
Aki.
before. Listen, I never met this guy.
Aki.
I never met you before. Have
You
I?
didn't even look at him and said he's not.
No.
What was it? His
I
fair
thought
skin.
no,
Aki. Aki.
the whole thing is, what you say is that you said,
No, but
no, you said you called me.
no, I did catch you. I caught you still.
No, you haven't called me.
The hadiths, yeah,
what's your
the
question?
hadiths of the companions, yeah, are they all taken as verified?
So look, I'm like you as well. I agree that there's element of Chinese whispers in the hadiths only, not the Quran.
Okay.
So we believe that Muslims believe that the Quran is firm and
Yeah.
it was transferred.
I don't believe that
Yeah, and it was transferred
Chinese
correctly.
wisdom. I believe that the companions, for example, when the Prophet spoke something and another companion, yeah,
Are
would
all
they-
the companions hadiths verified?
it depends.
See,
It depends.
can I-
if-
They're
can I
not,
just say
man.
something?
Yes or
If
no?
I understand-
No,
can I say
I
something?
want to explain. He asked. I'm relaxed.
Yeah, you should. Let's relax a little bit, man.
I'm relaxed. The thing is, I'm having a conversation.
Your body language is mad aggressive.
Listen,
Am I gonna be safe to come to the? Nah,
the thing is-
Some water, bro.
Fam, you should know I run
Listen,
jokes,
don't be
man.
sarcastic with me. The whole thing, the thing is, no.
Listen,
you
listen.
can't-
We're all one. We're all one Islam, my brother. I'm cool. You get me? We're all one
cool.
thing.
I'm trying to put you down.
Sip some tea. I'm gonna sip
Okay,
some
if
tea.
you
on the
believe in
sideline,
Chinese
man.
wisdom, I don't believe in Chinese wisdom.
Okay, but there's
You
a
don't want me to
reason.
say my point,
There's
do
a
you?
reason
You
why.
don't want me to give
I've
my
asked
point
you a
across.
question 3 times and
I'm
you
trying
not answered
to
it.
answer it.
That is a long landing. Are you landing?
Because I didn't agree
Go,
with
go,
the Chinese
go for it.
whispers.
Go for it, go for it,
He's
go
just
for it.
trying to ignore
Go-
me.
No, I'm not.
I don't
Go for
believe. So, for example, when the Prophet said to his wife Aisha, or this, that, and the other, and so forth, you're saying, do I accept it? It depends. If it was shown that the companion didn't live at this time, or wasn't here with the Prophet, or at that time, or this, that, and the other, it would depend on whether I accept the hadith. Say he was born in a certain year, yes? Look, for example, you have the Prophet.
Have you answered my question?
I'm trying to answer your question now.
Can you give me a
don't
yes
wanna
or no?
listen- You don't want to listen.
Can you
to
give me a yes or no?
No,
If
yeah.
you give me a yes or no, and then I'm gonna let you give me this long version. Just give me a yes or no. Are all the hadiths from the companions verified? Are they all got the blue tick? Are they all taking us? Yes, these are good. These are strong.
If it's proven that the companion
No,
was
then the
alive
answer
at
is
that
no.
time.
Then the answer is no.
You want me to give a short yes or no? on the
Because you
science
said
of
all
hadith?
all the companions are trustworthy.
Yes.
So then are all their hadiths trustworthy?
Okay, say someone said that the Prophet said, yeah, and it was no, and this companion said to another companion so forth, that the Prophet said blah 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 blah. Yeah. So there's a chain of people. Yes. And it says that this companion told this companion that the Prophet said. If we find out that that companion didn't live at that time, we wouldn't accept the hadith. Why? Because it's proven in the history of
But then how?
that
What
was
do you mean?
alive at that
What do
time.
you mean? What do you mean? How is he a companion if he wasn't alive at that time?
Because people live and die at different
So then-
times, ain't
so
it?
then- yeah, but
Hold
then
on.
you're not my
Hold
companion
on.
if you weren't alive with me and
Hold on.
around. What makes a companion? And you're not
That's
supposed
what
to
I'm
know
trying to say.
Muhammad.
There's a criteria for
Are you supposed to
companion.
know Muhammad?
That's what I'm trying to say to you.
Personally?
That's what I'm trying to say to
Yes
you.
or no?
There's a criteria to
Do you have to know Muhammad
That's what I'm
personally?
trying to say, yes.
Okay.
A criteria for companion is
Yeah.
someone who met the Prophet,
Yeah.
believed in him, and died with the same belief. So he wasn't known for leaving the religion or anything, yes? But what I'm trying to say is that, say a certain incident took place.
Are they companions that left the religion? That left the
Yeah, they
religion?
left.
Ex-companions.
Yeah,
So you're talking about like ex-friends?
There would be ex-companions.
I want to hear from them more than anyone, because like it's like they're gonna give me the realness.
No problem.
Like, right, I used to roll with my man, and you know what? I know certain things
No
about him.
problem, you can listen to whoever you want.
That's logic for
Yes,
me, innit?
of
You know what I
course,
mean?
you can listen to him.
But for instance,
Yeah.
all the companions that lived with him, died believing in him, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Are all their hadiths accepted?
Yes.
Every one of them.
Yes,
So
of course.
I won't look into the companions and say, you know what? Even though we know this guy's real and blah blah blah, we're shaky on his hadith.
No.
Fair dues then,
No
bro.
problem.
Fair
The whole
dues,
thing
we
is
got
that I don't know what Muslims you bumped into or whatever, but I'm not this one who's craving for shahadas or trying to get number counts and so forth.
Yeah.
You
No.
and I'm gonna be
We mean you just having a conversation.
And
you
I'm
get
gonna
me?
be honest. If I don't know
Content's rude. He just pulled up his camera style.
and I got a
Filming,
problem.
man. No permission.
The whole thing is I don't know everything, yeah, but I've heard it.
This channel in the last video.
Yeah, get man a strike. Speakonomics, JEDIONLINE.
Yeah, like for example, I've heard the science of hadith explained,
Yeah,
and it's
yeah,
a detailed this, that, and
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
And I'm not a scholar. I'm not a scholar in anything because I've.
But
I've
would
heard
you
it
agree
explained.
that you'd agree that there is
The Quran is the most authentic thing we have.
so then why do you bother with the other things? If the Quran is the most authentic and the Hadiths are shaky, why do you...
I never said the Hadiths.
But some Hadiths are shaky. I know that you don't want to say that,
Hold on.
but I know for a
But
fact
when you
because
say-
you don't verify all the Hadiths.
Okay, first of all,
Everything that's out there as Hadith, you don't take literally.
What do you
Like
mean?
for instance, a man said that there's a Hadith quoting the age of Aisha and her sister, and that age system puts Aisha at an older age than the one that we
First
believe.
of all, the reason why I didn't accept what he said because this argument about Aisha's age.
It's a new thing, I know that. Forget
It's a
about
new
that.
thing. Amongst the Muslims,
forget about
I never
that.
heard this
But the Hadith
argument
ain't a new
until-
thing.
Yeah.
Forget about that. The
Yes.
Hadith saying that she was 21 is not new.
I never heard a Hadith saying she's 21. That's what I'm
You know- okay,
I'm
okay,
honestly
fair
saying to you, I've never
enough,
heard a
fair
Hadith
enough,
saying
fair enough. Have you? Has anybody? No? I don't know why everyone gets shy when I answer my question.
but the whole thing is that, so what, the whole,
to be going against another Muslim.
yes.
It's not going against, it's just sharing because you can correct your brother. If you know something, you might give him somewhere to research. It's not,
For
I don't know
example,
why a man's like that.
Do you believe in spiritualism?
What do you mean?
Demons and stuff and different spirits?
Yeah, I
Okay.
do.
Now, I'm sure you've read certain deep, how can I say, deep articles and certain things about certain beings and stuff, yeah? Or
Beans, like baked beans and that.
joking. The point I'm trying to say to you, there's certain things that you're looking into, yes?
Yeah, yeah.
And you may not be able to explain them like that because there's a science to it, yeah? Like, for example, I don't know if you're in... There's certain things you're looking into.
Give me an example.
Let me think about. Okay, you into nutriments and stuff, yeah? And
Nutrients.
weightlifting and stuff, yeah?
Yeah,
Supplements and all this kind of stuff.
okay.
Have you looked into it deeply?
No.
Okay.
I wouldn't say no. I've not.
Have you looked
deeply.
into
I've looked into it.
creatine and all this kind of stuff?
Creatine and
yeah,
that.
and all this stuff, yeah?
Yeah.
Have you looked into it deeply, whether it's good or bad or not?
I wouldn't say deeply, but I've looked into it. Yeah.
But
I've
if someone
tried
asked you to explain at a deep level what it's supposed to do, would you be able to do it fluently?
I could easily, yeah.
Easily?
I believe I could, especially if I stood on the fact that I believe in creatine.
Okay.
And creatine is my thing.
Yeah.
Then if I'm known as the creatine guy and a man asks me about creatine, I'm going to bust up some information
Okay,
about
but
creatine.
in supplements, maybe you can bust up certain things, but not everything.
If I'm a nutritionist,
Yeah.
and you come and ask me nutritional advice, I should be able to recall. Do you know what I mean? Because I
But
call
there's gonna be
myself a
some-
nutritionist.
yeah, but there's gonna
you
be
call
some-
yourself a Muslim.
No, but
Islam
hold
should
on.
be your thing.
It's my thing.
You shouldn't know more
For-
about anything
for
else than
example,
Islam.
If you ask me about Tawheed and stuff, I know myself. And the whole thing, but there's many different sciences in
No,
Islam.
I get
There's
that.
recites in the Quran, there's
Yeah.
Hadith, there's fiqh, different
yeah,
rulings.
yeah,
and that.
yeah, yeah.
So the whole thing is, so the whole thing is.
But that was
that-
my honest answer though, yeah?
So the whole thing is what I'm trying to say to you. I've heard things explained in detail, and it makes sense.
Yeah. But to recall it now.
To recall it now.
All right,
explain
cool.
everything.
Fair
And
dues.
I'm
I
not
love your
scoffing.
honesty. I
But-
love your
but- but the
honesty.
thing is
Yeah,
that the
yeah.
whole
You don't
thing
know.
is-
You don't know.
That's-
I love the fact
No,
that you
no,
can
I
say
don't
you don't know.
I don't know. You tried it. I didn't. It's not that.
Are you not saying you don't know?
No, I'm saying that I've
You
heard
don't
it-
remember?
No, I've heard it explained.
But you can't
And I-
remember?
And I can't explain it as
So you
fluently
don't know
as it is.
then?
No, I do know.
So you can explain it then?
You can know.
Can you explain it?
Yes. In a basic way, yes.
Okay, cool.
In
Then
a
you
basic
do
way.
know then. Yeah.
But the whole thing is this at the end of the day. I'm not gonna lie. I believe in it in Islam. I'm not trying to force or beg people to
course not.
become
Yeah,
Muslim.
you said that
It's
before.
for me. It's a blessing for me.
said it a couple times.
If someone becomes a Muslim, I know. And I'll say it again.
No one thinks you're trying to beg me, you know. So you don't need to tell me. I know you're not trying to beg
No
me.
problem.
You've never once
So-
begged me for anything.
Yeah, so the whole thing is if you come up here and say this thing about Hadith and
Yeah,
so forth,
yeah.
I looked at the Prophet's life. I out of my free will, chose to believe he was a messenger. And that the companions were companions. And I believe when they narrated of the Prophet that they were telling the truth and they were lying. You might think it's naive, but I believe in them companions. That's what makes
But
me a
the
believer.
only thing about the hadith is if some evidence comes out tomorrow to disprove, to say, look, we found this and we found that. I don't know what they go on. I don't know if
Yeah.
they go on ancient texts or I don't know what they go on.
If you come out to prove that this person...
How do you disprove a hadith?
If, for example, Aisha said, yeah, if Aisha said, yeah, that the Prophet said blah, 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 and how can I say? And there's a companion in the chain that wasn't alive at the time, which proved he didn't exist or whatever, I'll take it. If you bring me something that proves that there's a problem in this hadith, I won't take it.
See the word companion, that's a bit deceptive, isn't it?
How's it called?
Because I would take a companion as being someone that is a friend of someone, yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah,
friends.
rolls with you. Yeah, rolls with you. Yeah.
But you've got
So
different
then-
kind of friends. You've got different types of friends, ain't it? You've got your close friends. There's different types of friends, ain't it?
What? All right.
You've
When
got
it comes to the story of your life,
yeah.
who do you want to tell the story? Like, not saying you do want someone to say, but if you did,
Someone close to
who
you.
would you want? Someone close to you.
Yeah.
Would you want it to be your family? Would you want it to be your brethren, or would you want it to be people that know you?
For me,
Yeah. Or would you want it to be your own story, the one that you wrote and laid down and put down?
but that's what I'm saying. Hadiths are the Prophet's statements.
No, they're not.
What do you mean?
No, they're not. Hadiths are the companion statements.
No.
Not so.
No.
So what's the
Hadiths are
companion?
the Prophet's
So
statements.
what is the companion statements?
Companion statements.
So what are they not hadiths?
No. Hadith is
So
what the Prophet said.
Why didn't you say that from the beginning? This is what
I
we're
said that.
arguing
I
over.
said that.
So okay. So what is Aisha's testimony? What is that known as?
No,
A hadith.
for example, if
Aisha's testimony,
So-
where she says she's 6. What is that?
No, that's Aisha's statement.
So it's not hadith.
No.
What is that? What's the name of? What do you call
okay,
it?
a hadith is when the Prophet
What
said
do you call
something.
Aisha's thing?
Her statement.
So then why are you even
You
messing
brought it
with
to
that?
me. I
But
said that from day.
But you do go with Aisha's thing though.
Huh?
You don't believe in Aisha's statement. You
No, I
don't.
do believe in her statements.
But it's just a statement
It's just a statement.
written down in what form?
No, it's like it's
Orally passed down.
Our traditions are oral.
So your traditions is like Aisha's told this story to people and they've memorized it and kept retelling the story,
Yeah.
and that's how. And this is for all the and Aisha's a companion.
Yeah.
How many of the companions have statements like similar to Aisha? As in, how many are
Talking about
Yeah,
her
yeah.
thing. Her
No, not Aisha, but I mean, how many
If a
how many
companions-
companions are there that have statements talking about their life and their experience of Prophet Muhammad and his life and blah blah blah? How
Okay,
many?
there's loads. There's
How many?
there's hundreds
Hundreds
of
of them.
companions.
There's hundreds of
But we don't.
companions.
There's hundreds of companions.
But
But the companion, obviously, a companion is not more important to us
Cool.
than a prophet. Yeah.
but you do take information
Yeah,
from
of
these
course,
companions
of course.
and apply them as real. You think
Yeah.
there's real.
Yeah.
Like you said, you think they're believable.
Yeah.
Of hundreds of people didn't write down their thing.
Yeah.
They just told the story. How many times did they retell this story? Did they spend their lifetime telling this story to anyone that would listen? Or did they tell the story at one sitting? And that's because that's important. If I repeat my story 50 times to content over everything, there's a possibility they can have the right thing. If I only say it once, then that's where the element of mismemory, blah, 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 comes into it. You understand what I'm saying to say?
No
So
problem.
when you've got hundreds of companions from thousands of years ago that didn't write their story down, can you not see where this is starting to look a little bit shaky? As in, but I can believe in this.
But-
You pick one companion story, and then
But I don't
you have
go
to
around-
pick them all,
but
right?
I don't go around memorize. Like, the main thing I memorize is the Quran,
Quran.
and the sayings of Prophet Muhammad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're human beings. We're
Yeah,
not
yeah,
like
yeah.
robots going to be able to memorize everything and so forth. So the main thing we concern is with the Quran and the Prophet.
Is Aisha's statement important to you?
Yes, important. She's a companion.
Are the companion statements important to you?
Yeah.
So then you will make it your mission to familiarize yourself with all the companion statements. All the hundreds of them.
But I'll put in context, ain't it? First it will be the Quran, then it will be the Prophet statements, then it will be the companions.
Yeah. But I'm saying, but how many of the companion statements are you familiar with? Because you said there's hundreds and you're not trying to memorize them, but you should because they're important to you.
They're important to me, but I'm a human being at the end of the day.
No, I know that, but this is your thing. This is your soul we're talking about. This is your forever.
Okay.
This is Jahannam
But
we're talking about
in
for
worshiping,
you, yeah?
in worshiping the Prophet,
Yeah.
as long as I memorize the Quran and the Prophet, I can get to Jannah.
Okay, yeah,
Because
yeah.
I follow the Prophet,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
the companions are following the Prophet.
Yeah. So nothing in the companion statements could lead you astray from the true Islam.
No, I'm following the Prophet.
You understand?
I'm following the
You
Prophet.
understand?
I'm following the prophets. I'm following the Prophet.
But you also follow.
And they're following
follow the companions.
Yeah, but the companions are following the Prophet.
Yeah, but you're also following the companions.
Yeah.
You're also taking what they said, and they say some stuff that the Prophet didn't say.
What do you
Like, as in, they have their own accounts, and they may touch on subjects that the Prophet didn't touch on. That's not in his hadiths.
What do you mean?
As in,
No, I tell you
okay,
why.
okay.
Because when
so
they're talking about...
so everything
I
that
tell you
Aisha says, is just a repeat of what the Hadith say.
Because when she's talking about Jannah or Jahannam or Yom Qiyamah, the Day of Judgment, it's going to be based upon what the Prophet said, because
Based upon.
because they're not talking about
Is there any
worldly
expansions?
things.
Bruv, you know what I'm saying, fam. Are there expansions in the statements of the
I'm
companions?
trying
Are
to
there
say-
expansions in the statements of the companions
No.
on topics that the Prophet has?
I'm not
So then what's the point of them? They're just repeating.
No, listen. Exactly, they are repeating.
Just complete repeating.
Listen, what I'm trying to say.
What makes?
I'm trying to tell you.
Listen what I'm saying to
Yeah.
you, fam. So you can answer the question correctly. What makes Aisha's statement worth looking at when you have the Hadith?
That's what I'm trying to say. Her figures are going to be in line with the Hadith anyway.
But why even have it if it says the exact same thing in the Hadith? Why have it? What's the point of it?
I don't understand what you're saying. For example, many hadiths, for example, the Prophet, Aisha may have been with the Prophet, and she may ask him, for example, what does a woman do during menses,
Yeah.
And the Prophet would say,
She's asking him what to do on her period.
like, so for example, when we're Muslims and we pray, like, for example, after, say we have sexual relationships, say we have sexual relationships with our wife or something,
Yeah.
Before we pray, we have to do a certain wash,
Before you pray.
Yeah, we
you
do
have
a
to
certain
make
wash.
wudu,
Yeah, we do something called ghusl,
Okay, ghusl,
Yeah. So forth, we do that, So for example, now, say the woman has menses, a man doesn't, So say the Prophet said, Aisha says, when the Prophet's first receiving revelation, and Aisha asked him, when a woman is on her period or whatever, what are the do's and don'ts? Because obviously blood comes out and this and the other. Can I just pray normally? Do I have to have a ghusl? That question from the Aisha is going to become a hadith, because the Prophet is going to...
Did she ask that question?
What about the menses?
Yeah, is this
she
just an
asked her-
example?
Yeah, she asked
And he
about-
answered.
Yeah, he answered.
So the answer is in the Hadith.
Yes, but where was
Yes,
yes, you're right.
give me a time. The
I am.
answer to that question is in the Hadith.
Yes.
Where is the question? In the
It's in
Hadith
the
as
Hadith,
well.
yeah.
So then, and it's also in Aisha's testimony as well.
Yeah.
In Aisha's statement.
Yeah.
Why have they repeated it in Aisha's statement when it's already? Is it word for word identical in the format that is put down as what's in the Hadith?
Yeah.
Then what is the point of it?
Yes, because
You're
what...
asking the wrong question. What does the statement say?
I'm answering the
Calm
question
down.
and
What
saying,
does the
hold
statement
on.
say?
He keeps saying to
I'm
calm down.
not angry.
He keeps saying to calm
I'm
down.
not angry.
He's man aggressive with it. I know. I feel that energy as well, but I'm trying to work with him still. So he's a good guy. He's a good guy. Deep down, apart from all this violence, he's a good guy, man. Be patient.
Leon, I'm a violent guy. Leon, I'm a calm. I think I'm the most relaxed guy. It's like
Yeah, when they rolled up on you with hoods and umbrellas.
It's like in the comments. In the
Hoods
comments.
and umbrellas. Yeah.
It's like in the comments.
I said you can't roll up on me like that. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna be impartial. Don't ever roll up on me like that. Back a man. And Callum as well, you know. Callum as well.
I just say about the Hadith what you were saying.
I don't know. Can you say?
No, he's gonna say, but I just want to say that when people come and say underneath my smile, I know that person that's behind people. I'm a relaxed guy, ain't I? Anyway, the point I was trying to say, that would be a hadith. For example, the Aisha says to, in my menses, it say I'm on my period or whatever or so forth. Can I just pray when prayer time comes, or do I have to do a ghusl? That will be now. The Prophet will answer, and this whole situation will come out as a hadith. Do you understand that? Yeah.
But was she a Muslim before she asked him? Before she married him? No, obviously she was only 6 years old, innit? Was she born a Muslim?
When she was, Abu Bakr was a Muslim. Yeah, Abu Bakr got converted.
She got her period at 9 years old and then started asking him because they were married.
No, that's not true. That's not true.
No.
What?
That's not true. These are rumours.
She didn't get her period at 9.
We don't know. Who knows this?
Where does it come from?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
Why is he betting if he's don't know?
Where does it come from?
No. Sorry, this statement.
Did Aisha not say in her statement that she was 6 when she married when the Prophet married her, and then 9 years old when they consummated?
I don't know, bro.
Have you read Aisha's statement?
I have not read the statement.
Okay, so then this is what the information out there is, that this is what she said in her statement.
But you know,
Do you believe in the statement?
But he does believe in the statement. He's already said he does.
you know-
And I'm saying, why believe in it if it's not as strong as the Quran, then it can be contaminated, it could be wrong.
It's a choice. It's a choice.
Keep it away, especially if there's hundreds of these companion statements.
Okay, Jedi.
People choose to believe in it because they're revered. You know, they see it as revered.
So what,
Yeah, that's some worship.
so no problem. What I'm
It's
trying
not
to say.
worship. They just acknowledge it.
So what, Jedi?
It's not law, my friend.
But really, you should
not law.
only acknowledge.
Take it with a pinch of salt.
Acknowledge the word, the words of God.
Just for your information, it's an
Listen,
FYI.
listen, my brother. Acknowledge the words of God, yeah, and the words of His Prophet.
That's what I
Yeah,
said.
yeah. So why you a gal that he married? It's a gal he married, fam.
Jedi, can I explain?
When I die, you ain't gonna ask my ex nothing about me, cause I could be biased, cause she was loved up on me, she could hate me.
But the point
She
is,
could have her own agenda because she's still got to live.
Okay, Jedi.
She was 50.
Okay, Jedi.
How old was he when he died?
Jedi.
do you mind if
How
I
old was
answer
he
this
when he died?
But do you mind
How
if I
old
I'm
was
gonna
he
go.
when he died?
I'm gonna speak to.
Do you mind if I answer this question?
Say it, don't
before you
spring.
go?
Say it, don't spring. How old was he?
Listen,
How old was he when he died?
Hold on,
mind
Jedi,
if I
can I
just
speak? Because
answer
I'm
the
gonna
question,
go.
brother?
You can't. Don't let him run you
I
away, man.
He's not running me away.
He's running you
I just
away.
can't do it. I can't speaking through me. Listen, the whole point is this. What I'm trying to say.
Let's form a cipher. Give us some space,
no
and
problem.
then we can share. Come cross, my
You see me,
brother.
yeah? You see me?
Come in.
I come here to listen
Right.
and I come here to speak. But a lot of people come just to speak. Do you know what I mean? It's good to listen.
It's good to listen, yeah.
It's good
The
to
point
listen
is this,
Is he
sometimes.
hating on you?
Listen. It's cool.
You can't do it, bro. That boy is that throw. I don't know what you've been doing that throw. You can't do it. You can't make this. Do it. One more shot. Go again.
Anyway,
Dead.
Hold up. The point I'm. The point I was trying to make to you why sometimes the companion's speech will be told in Hadith was this. Say the Quran tells you to fast, it tells you to pray, yeah, it tells you to marry, but it doesn't tell you the detail. So say a companion comes to the Prophet and said, I heard in the Quran it said that to fast. How do I fast? Then the Prophet will explain something, yeah?
And then it goes back, and then it goes into a hadith.
It will become a hadith. Do you understand
Yeah,
that?
but it's a conversation. That's the hadith, the conversation between a person and the Prophet. And then he goes back and says, well, I asked the Prophet this,
Yeah.
and this is what the Prophet said.
Yeah,
But we're not.
it'll
But
be
this is
narrated
not.
by
This is. But
this
this
person.
is not saying. This is not saying. This is the Prophet speaking, and he wants this to be known. This is me saying, look, there's a difference between you speaking to like John, and someone hearing you speaking to John and writing that down, yeah, and me saying I spoke to Hussain, and this is what he said. There's two different. Do you understand
No
the
problem.
distinction?
But if the Prophet
So
prays,
which one of them is
but if
hadith?
But if Prophet, for example, you've heard the term sunnah before, yeah?
Did you understand what I meant though?
Now, yeah,
In the
difference
question?
between talking to someone in private and just telling him something.
No, let me explain again. You're talking to Kalam, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm listening.
Yeah.
Yeah? Then I go away and say, rah, this is what Hussain said to Kalam.
Okay.
Yeah? That's one version, yeah?
Yeah.
That's my account, my statement.
Okay.
And then there's you talking to Kalam and then someone recording what you're saying.
No.
Yeah? You understand?
Yeah.
So there's either, because what you're saying, Aisha's statement, only parts of it become hadith is the parts where she's recalling her conversation with the Prophet Muhammad.
Yeah.
But it's not the Prophet Muhammad saying this is what he said. It's me going back and saying, rah, you know, I had a chat with my man the other day and this is what he said to me.
Okay, yeah, but
And then I'm telling everyone else and you're running off with that as truth.
okay, but
How is that
okay, but
verifiable,
if you-
bro?
Okay, but if you don't believe that Aisha told the truth, you don't have to accept it, do you? I accept it because I'm a believer.
But you don't think Aisha's perfect.
What do you mean?
You don't think
But I
Aisha's
don't believe
perfect.
she's a liar.
You don't think she's you don't think she's devoid of sin.
I don't believe.
Do you think she's devoid of
Hold
sin
on,
and perfect?
Hold on. I don't
Do you?
believe she's perfect as in that.
No,
she's
you don't then.
She's an angel.
Do you,
but I don't believe she's
do you
a liar.
believe Prophet Muhammad was perfect?
What do you mean?
Do you believe he was perfect?
Yeah, I believe he
Do you,
yes.
it was a perfect man. Do you believe Prophet Muhammad was devoid of sin?
What do you mean?
Do you believe he was a sinner?
When Prophet Muhammad's sin wasn't like, for example, drinking alcohol or.
Yes, bro,
Hold on,
of course.
Did you think he was a sinner?
Hold on.
Do you
Hold
think
on.
Prophet Muhammad was a sinner?
Hold on.
Only Jesus was.
Brother, come on, man. Yes or no? Why do you wiggle
I'm
like
asking
that?
the way I want to.
Why do you wiggle?
Because I want to. Because I want to.
Cool. Free
Yeah?
chance. I hear that.
For example, Prophet Muhammad said, did you drink alcohol? Did he commit adultery? No. Did he do things? For example, one time he was giving dawah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, he
To
did
two
say
different. I'm not speaking to you. Just put up your cigarette. I'm not talking to you. Just put up your cigarette. I'm not talking to you. So the point is, no. Because the whole thing is, I'm trying to explain something.
Yeah. And then you got some next Muslim trying to butt in.
It's not even that. He butted in the thing about Aisha, and then he asked him, do you know what you're talking?
I'm just trying to help, bro.
So you got ones behind you butting in. Is that all you not do? Butting? Go find your
a
own
joke
conversations. Nah, it's
don't-
not.
you don't
It's
wanna
not a joke. Don't run.
I'm not running away.
I'm sorry if you're not filming something serious, but no, look,
You know
just
what the hell I got to say?
no, honestly, man, listen.
I'm cool,
I come here to listen.
I tried to bring them together.
I just come here to chat.
I tried to bring them together.
No problem, take care.
Unity in the community, brother. No, don't run away. Don't run away. Don't let him run you away. Come on, man. Unity in the community. Let's settle this. Let's settle this on camera so we can show unity in the community. If you run away, that means you don't want to settle the differences within Islam. No division, bro.
Be trying to wind up, but it's not working.
I'm not trying to wind up, bro. I find it funny, but I'm not
These guys
trying
are
to.
butting over here. They weren't saying anything.
They weren't butting in.
Wait.
These brothers is butting in behind you.
Anyway,
He's trying to run. Look. Bruv, too many cooks spoil the broth. Back up.
anyway, this ain't serious, so let's.
It's not serious, but it's serious at the same time because you was making a point about Aisha, yeah, and about whether the Prophet was a sinner or not.
Yeah.
If please, yeah, I'm gonna ask you respectfully. Can you give me a yes or
the
no
Prophet
answer,
wasn't
please?
a sinner.
He wasn't a sinner.
No.
Did he sin?
Did
Did he sin?
No.
He never sinned.
No.
Okay, so then, do you think Aisha ever sinned?
What do you mean? Yeah, Aisha sinned.
She
She's a
sinned.
human being.
Okay, so is there a possibility that some of her sins have not been uncovered?
What do you mean? Of
Oh, bro, stop saying what do I mean? You know what I mean. So then there is.
I'm not just gonna say yes when you answer a question.
Just be quiet and think in your head.
No.
Don't ask me what I mean.
Hold on.
That's a stalling technique. You know what I mean. You heard.
Because I'm thinking about your question before I answer.
Okay, so she
You don't
could
want me
have.
to just parrot.
No, I don't. She could have been a sinner. That's one.
I don't believe she was a sinner.
You don't believe
I believe
she
she's a
sinned?
human being that made mistakes.
Okay, that's a sinner.
Okay.
Because they sin. To
No,
be a sinner.
no.
No, fam. It doesn't mean you sin consistently.
No,
You know.
a sin is when you do something wrong intentionally. Like, for example.
No, it ain't.
What do you mean?
No, it ain't.
you mean?
A sinner is someone that sins, bruv.
No.
A sinner
Wait.
is somebody that
A
sins.
sin is when you know something's wrong and you intentionally do it.
No, it ain't.
What do you mean?
I don't
That
know.
is a sin.
No, it ain't.
You can
A
also
sinner,
commit sins unintentionally.
a sinner is somebody that
You
sins,
might not
bro.
know what you've done.
Yeah?
You might have
It's
done
simple.
something to upset someone you haven't
Look,
realised.
for
Brother,
example,
a sinner.
if I
No,
see your
no
phone-
examples. English language. A sinner is somebody that sins.
What?
Yeah?
Correct.
A sinner
you can
is.
only sin.
That's a correct
You can
statement.
only
Hold on.
sin if you know this thing is not good
Hold
and
on.
you do it.
Hold on, for example.
That is
A
sin.
sin. Yeah. So she's never. You don't think she's ever deliberately broken
No,
law?
look, she says she's a human.
Okay, so she's
being.
so this is what I mean by a sinner.
Okay.
You don't believe that of Prophet Muhammad.
No.
Exactly. So you believe Prophet Muhammad never sinned and was never a sinner. Therefore, you can take his words, yeah, and believe in them wholeheartedly. The Hadiths. Aisha, you do believe sinned and was
I
not
don't believe
perfect.
she was a liar.
Yeah, but that's your opinion.
Yeah, of
There's
course.
no fact. Wait. You cannot prove that she's not a liar. And in fact, the fact that you know she's human, imperfect, and capable of sin means one of her sins could be dishonesty.
But I'm a believer.
One of her sins could be dishonesty. Yes or no?
In your belief,
Yes
yes.
or no?
In your belief.
And there's no proof to say. There's no proof
In
to
your
say-
belief, yes.
No, it's not my belief.
Hold
If
on,
you saying
hold
that
on,
she was a
hold
sinner,
on.
if you told
Hold
me
on.
you thought she never sinned,
Hypothetically.
I just cut that off.
Hypothetically, yes.
Yeah.
Hypothetically,
So therefore, hypothetically, it's not worth standing on what her words.
In your eyes, you
what he's
believe she
saying
may be a
is-
liar. I
You
don't
believe-
believe she's a liar.
You don't believe,
No.
but that's a belief. That's not a fact.
He's not
Okay.
saying that.
Yeah, yeah. But
Okay.
you think it's a fact that Muhammad was never sinned.
What do you mean? Muhammad never said that. I said that already.
So you think that's a fact that he never sinned?
Yes.
What he's
Okay.
saying is-
So
no,
so see the
excuse-
difference with see the difference between Muhammad and Aisha.
Yes.
One is you think Aisha's capable
But
of
just
sin.
because
point
someone's a
is-
human doesn't mean they're a liar.
No, I'm not saying that, but
Okay.
listen to what I'm saying to you, yeah? No. I'm gonna finish my point. Prophet Muhammad,
Yes.
Prophet Muhammad, you believe was not capable of sin. He did not sin.
Yeah.
And then you believe Aisha was capable of sin and could have.
But that's just 'cause you said it, don't mean you're lying.
No.
Look,
I'm
look,
not
look,
saying
let
you
me
said that
explain-
twice.
let me-
No,
let me
I'm not
explain
finished. I'm not
something.
finished.
Let me
I'm not
explain.
finished.
Let me-
I'm not finished. So, bearing in mind where you have one person that you think is infallible, and you have another person that you believe is fallible, yeah? This is on your own admission, yeah? If the one person that is fallible, do you not think that it's wise not to stand on their words if they are imperfect being like you and I and fallible?
Can I answer?
Follow Prophet Muhammad.
Let me have a go.
That does not
Wait,
sin.
One go.
Okay, can I-
Prophet Muhammad does not lie, does not
Look,
sin.
look,
Here's your example,
Listen,
yeah?
I'm going to say what you're
Aisha
trying to say.
can-
You're not
could
saying
lie,
it right.
could sin.
You're
I don't
not
care.
saying it right.
In
So
your
then their
mind,
words
it's
are
okay.
not.
No, but you're
don't
not
have the
saying
same
it right.
strength.
You don't know what's in my mind.
Yeah,
Huh?
exactly.
So
But you're not saying it right. You can't tell us what's on
according
your
to you,
mind.
which is irrelevant to me. but hold on.
Major sins and there's minor
No, there's not major and minor
Okay,
sins.
hold on.
No, there's not major and minor sins. Don't be silly, bro.
Jedi. I don't really.
She has a statement.
Yeah.
When you take somebody's statement, the people in her community
Yeah.
view Aisha
Yeah.
as an honest woman. She's
That's
not
their
known-
view.
She's not known.
They don't know what she does behind closed doors.
She's not known. Her reputation, as far as the community knows.
So what?
bearing
Everyone
that in mind, bearing that in
everyone
mind.
thought Jimmy Savile was a good charitable guy that wanted to help children.
A lot
Yeah?
of people knew that he
Okay,
wasn't.
all right.
Jedi.
Let me go to someone completely different. Yeah?
Look,
Let me go to someone.
Jedi.
Everyone
but
thought.
Jedi.
No, fam. Because
Okay,
you
you
lot are
don't-
telling me
but-
about the community
Okay, but you
and the
don't.
way they view
But
them.
Jedi, you don't have to believe it. But Jedi,
You,
quiet.
but the
That
point
was the
being,
whole scandal.
the point being, maybe someone knew that Aisha
But
lied
Jedi.
and kept quiet.
okay, but Jedi.
She wasn't known to
Okay,
be a liar.
But it
in the
doesn't matter whether
community.
she's known or not.
Jedi.
You're admitting she's
Jedi.
a fallible
Okay.
human being.
What does her statement
So
say?
her memory could be wrong.
what does her
Jedi.
statement
Okay,
say?
but you don't believe. and that's
Her
what-
memory could be
okay,
wrong.
But Jedi, you don't
Yes
have
or
to
no?
believe in it.
You believe in it,
hold
though.
on, hold on. You don't have to believe that Aisha was a truthful person.
Yeah, but you believe
I
in
do.
it.
I do.
Yeah, but that's just a belief because it's not based on any facts.
Wherever,
Is it right?
Yeah. What do you mean?
When you say that you don't believe Prophet Muhammad sinned,
Yeah.
is that based on fact?
What do you mean? That she was.
Ask me
Hold
what
on,
I mean
hold on.
again.
Hold on. Hold on.
Ask me what I mean again. You're killing
Listen.
me. When you say Prophet Muhammad,
I believe Aisha spoke the truth. You don't.
okay, when you say Prophet Muhammad was without sin, do you believe that?
Yes.
Is that a fact?
Yes, to me it's a
To
fact.
your okay, when it comes to Aisha,
Yes.
is it a fact that she was truthful?
To me it's yes.
Is it a fact?
To me, yes.
What do you mean to you?
To me.
Fact or not?
Hold on, no.
Huh?
No, yes. You asked me a question. See,
Okay, cool. No,
because
no,
I haven't
cool.
answered that. No, that's what I'm saying.
It's cool.
You've
I,
asked.
I think your answer is what they call intellectual
No, but,
dishonesty.
But you know, what?
yeah,
You're
but
skeptic.
cool.
But Jedi, you're skeptic, yeah?
I'm not a skeptic.
You're not a skeptic.
No, I'm not a skeptic.
Okay, you're not a skeptic.
I just an open mind asking you questions.
Okay, no problem.
A skeptic comes from an idea where they slightly don't already believe
Yeah.
you. I'm asking you, and this is your chance to
Yes.
interact with me.
Based on,
yeah.
based-
Take from
based-
that face
no,
value
but he
sometimes.
doesn't have to. He doesn't
When it-
have. He doesn't have to.
When it comes to
gotta be
religious,
sensible.
when it comes to religious texts,
gotta be
and when it comes to religious texts, and somebody's writings about your prophet, taken for face value can be dangerous.
Sometimes you need a little bit
Because
of
there are
trust.
some
You need-
companions' words that are
You
not
need a little bit
taken
of trust. What is
as
she-
verified.
Okay, what is that statement saying?
You
Is that
understand?
statement saying anything wrong?
Okay, but like I
For you
said,
to- for you
like
to
I
question
said,
it.
like I said,
What
there's-
does her statement
like I
say?
said,
What
there's
is the-
conflict.
what is the
Listen,
content of her
there's
statement?
conflicting things about her statement. She says she was 6 years
We
old
don't
when
know-
she was married.
In her statement?
Apparently, yeah. 6 years.
Have you read it?
6
You would
years
have to
old.
bring the proof for the
You haven't
20.
read it.
For
I
the
haven't
20.
read it.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, you would have
I
to.
doubt-
Anybody-
I doubt
anybody-
any woman, I doubt any
When you
woman
come
would
back
say
and
it.
watch this, look in the comments, yeah?
problem.
I bet you I don't even have to do the work,
I'll
yeah?
go home and check it.
Cool.
I'll go home and check it. But you should check it as well and read it.
It's not my religion, but we're debating on it. And you know what? I will check it. Not to be ignorant to your
standard,
beliefs.
yes.
I will actually check
Jedi,
it. Yeah?
for example-
And I will actually check for the one that says that she was 10 years younger than her sister.
But Jedi,
yeah?
I would say something to you.
None of us are
I've
ready
heard
to
you
argue
speak many
about it.
times about.
Have you heard about that?
hold on.
Aisha being
Jedi,
10 years
Jedi,
younger
I
than
want to
her
ask you a
sister.
question. Jedi,
Have you ever heard about it?
Only in the Daily Mail.
I want to ask you a question.
Huh?
Only in the
I wanna-
Daily
I wanna-
Mail.
I don't read
I wanna ask you a
read
question.
papers.
I want to ask you. I want to. Jedi, I've asked you.
Yeah, they say stuff like that.
I've heard you speak times about evil,
Evil, yeah,
and
yeah.
I remember you saying that even if evil is not a white or black thing, yeah. He said even if all the people in was it the Masons or something, even if they were all black, it still wouldn't get rid of evil in the world because it's not about colour, it's about a force. Did you say that?
Not really, no. But I know what you mean, no. I didn't say that. But we're talking about.
You talk about evil and you say to someone it doesn't matter about the colour of the people,
Yeah.
because the force behind it isn't got a colour.
Oh, I know what you mean, but that's not what I was saying. What I was saying is,
Yeah.
if you go to the top of the elite structure, you may find white people, you may find black people in there.
Yeah.
Don't think that you're just gonna get one race of person. And at the top, what you're gonna realize is they don't care about color. Color to them is a tool.
Yeah.
So if you believe in Shaitan or Satan or Lucifer or any of these dark forces, yeah, then you have to understand that they will use color and division as a tool to keep man against each other. You understand? So even if you go down to the human source of the wickedness in the world, yeah, you can see they also employ that. They also have black billionaires. It's not, they have black masons, they have black judges, they have black policemen, black army guys, black, yeah? Because what I'm trying to say to you is, because ultimately it's not about color to them.
Does evil exist?
You know what I mean? Does evil exist? What do you mean exist?
Does it exist?
Is it something that I can hold?
This force,
Is it something that I can
the
hold?
force behind you, but
Does freedom exist, brother?
I'm asking you if evil exists.
What do you mean by exist?
For example, you said that there's a force behind it. Is that wrong? Am I misquoting you?
A force behind what?
You said that it's not people. From what I remember you saying, correct me if I'm wrong, that it's not that whether it's black or white people, there's a force behind them.
Yeah, a commander.
Yes.
Yeah.
When this commander is it?
And that commander is not evil.
Yeah.
Like that is not his name or
No.
what? You know
Is
what
it
I
a
mean?
human or a force?
It's a force.
Okay. Do you know this exists?
I know that dark forces exist.
Okay.
Negative energy.
I
You
know.
see-
I know.
Okay, so
I know, but I can tell you because I've experienced.
No
it's not.
problem.
It's not because I
Okay.
read it in a book.
No, I know, but see
Or
this-
because I'm taking
okay.
something for face value.
so-
I've experienced
no,
evil.
so the thing about
I've seen
I-
evil.
no, I understand
Have you
what
ever experienced good?
Hold on.
Have you ever experienced? I've never experienced Aisha or
point-
Prophet
no,
Muhammad.
The point is that I believe that Aisha was telling
You
the truth.
believe? See the
Hold on,
difference?
hold on,
I've experienced
hold on.
that, and you
No,
believing in something.
but-
It's different, brother.
Okay, but what I'm trying to say, this thing about evil, yes? This evil you're talking about.
Okay, yeah.
How do you know it's true?
What do you mean? I've just told you I've experienced it.
Okay, experience. How do you know experience was true?
How do I know my experience was true?
Yeah.
I don't need to validate my own experience to
So
myself
you
because
trust
I experienced
okay,
it.
you trust it.
Yeah, because the reason why I trust my experience is because I am experiencing it.
Okay.
It's not like I'm trusting, it's not like you telling me about something.
Yeah.
It's what I know for myself.
Okay, you know what you're saying.
You understand what I'm saying?
But
it's a
wait,
big
and
difference.
I'm not trying- I'm
It's
not-
personal
and
experience.
I'm not mocking you.
You can't weigh up personal experience with your belief.
No, but the whole thing is that okay, you said that
understand?
this thing that happened, it was a force, yes?
Evil.
Yeah.
You said, what, bruv, I don't know if you're trying to
No,
twist my words.
no,
or what is it you're trying to
This
say,
is what I'm
fam?
trying to say to you. I'm trying to say to you, I've read about Aisha accept it, yes? You may think that it's naive to accept it. Yes?
I do think it's
Okay,
naive.
no
to
problem.
accept it. Yeah, you're right. I
You
do.
said that you've dealt
Based
with
on what you've
force.
told me
Yes.
about it,
Yeah, no problem.
based on what you told me, I think it's naive.
No
Only
problem.
because all you can say is, well, I've chosen to believe it.
No problem.
You're not telling me I've experienced it. Now, if you told me you've experienced it, I wouldn't then call you. Wait. I wouldn't then call you naive.
No,
You see
but-
how- wait, not but. If you told me you have experienced this, I would not say it was naive. If you told me you'd met Aisha and you know how she said, I said, you know what? You now
that's
have,
not the only time-
you now have an informed opinion because you personally have met the person, the source of the information
But-
that you believe in. You understand? When
But-
you haven't met the
but that's
source,
not the only
when you've not
that's-
met the source of
that's not the only force of experience. You can read about someone, yes, and read about their character.
You've not
and you can
experienced
make
them.
assumptions.
You've not
Okay,
experienced them
okay.
then that's
Hold
not
on.
experience.
Oh, what do you mean?
If you read about someone and make an assumption, that's your business.
Okay,
That's
you
not
read about
experience.
Malcolm X, yeah?
Yeah.
It could be possible.
Yeah.
Some people say that Malcolm X was gay. I don't believe that.
Okay.
Yes? Have you heard that?
I don't care if he was gay or
No,
not.
I'm not saying if you
Yeah.
care. I'm saying, have you heard that Malcolm X?
No,
might be-
I haven't, no.
You haven't heard
No.
this? I've heard that people claim that Malcolm X was gay.
Okay.
Based upon what I've read about his life and that,
Yeah.
I don't accept that.
You don't accept that, but you don't know whether it's true or false.
Okay.
So you wouldn't have an informed opinion on it.
So
Because you never asked him, and you weren't never there when he was having sexual relationships. You're not privy. You don't have a microphone hooked up to his sexuality.
Okay.
So you don't know what his desires are.
But our life is made of assumptions.
No,
yeah?
it ain't, bro.
Hold on.
No, it ain't.
doesn't
No, it
matter if
ain't.
he was gay or
No,
not,
it
it's
ain't.
what
It
he was
shouldn't be.
saying.
Okay, do you know me?
It shouldn't
What
be.
he was saying
No.
is the content.
You don't know me.
I don't know
Do
you.
you believe I've lied to you?
You could have.
It's the
But
content.
do you, based upon what you know about me, do you believe I've lied to you? I know.
I don't know if you've had an experience, an opportunity to lie to me. You could have
Okay.
lied to me.
Okay.
You could have lied
But
to
do you
me.
assume that? I don't
I'm
know
not
you.
assuming that you lied.
I don't-
I'm not assuming you're honest.
Okay.
I'm just listening to you.
I thought you was assuming I was honest.
I'm not assuming you're honest.
You're not assuming I'm
No.
honest. I don't know Leon.
Okay.
Well, I know him a bit.
Yeah.
I don't assume that he's lied to me.
That's cool, but would you let him babysit your youth?
Leon.
Yeah. Exactly.
Hold on.
Exactly,
Hold
fam.
on,
Come on,
hold
because you
on.
don't know him
No,
like
no, no,
that.
no, hold
So you
on.
can't make assumptions on his character.
No, but based
you
on-
can't.
okay, but-
based on what you know, which is limited,
Okay,
that's not
but
enough
based
to
on what
wage
I-
your soul on, Ram. That's
Okay.
not enough to boost up your belief
True, true.
in where your soul is going
hold
when
on,
you
hold
die.
on. But for example,
You pray 5 times a day based on assumption.
You're asking all the wrong
listen,
questions.
listen.
It doesn't matter
I put-
on the
no,
character
but I
of the
put-
person.
listen,
It's
listen.
about what they're saying.
Huh?
It's about what they're saying.
But I put people onto Leon, like based on my little interaction with him, I put people
they're not
onto
even
him.
listening anyway.
He's been trustworthy to me.
Okay.
And based upon what I've learned of him, I put people into him and nothing bad's happened to him.
So let me ask you something.
Hold on, hold on, hold on.
No, wait. Let me ask you something. Have you got one-to-one experience of content over
Yes.
everything? Yeah.
Yes.
With in terms of interacting with him.
Yes.
Do you know him? Could you stop him in the road? Do you know what he looks
I know
like?
bits of
Do you
him,
know what
yes.
he looks like?
Yeah.
If he walked past you,
Yeah, I do.
would you
I do
recognise
know
him?
him. I've met
If
him
Aisha
I've
walked
met
past
him
you,
after the
if
park.
Aisha walked past you, would you recognise her?
Come on.
Do you know what she looked like?
What do you mean? Of course.
Do you know what? Do you know what she looked like?
Hold on, but this
No,
is
you
not
don't.
the
Do
same.
you know what colour she? I'm not asking if.
Hold on.
Like, it's not because that's matters.
Right.
What we're talking about is experience of someone.
Jedi.
I don't care. Do you know what colour she is?
Hold
do you know
on.
how tall she was?
Yeah, no,
You don't know what colour
hold
she
on,
was.
what do you
Don't
mean?
lie.
Complexion, yes, I do.
How?
What do you mean?
How do you know
What's
what
been
colour-
narrated to me?
By who?
Based upon the people that live
What is the
around time.
narration of? What is the narration of what her complexion was?
What do you mean? That she was reddish.
Reddish.
Yes. Yeah?
What's reddish? You mean red?
You know what reddish is?
All right, let me say.
You know what reddish is?
A ginger person that gets the sun, yeah,
Okay.
is reddish.
Yeah?
An average white person that is
She was a-
that has got high the number of blood vessels.
Well, you have red-haired Arabs, you
yeah,
have red-haired Arabs, that's
yeah,
what it
red.
means.
You have red black people,
Okay, sure.
like Brother Ty over there.
Yeah.
So which kind of
I'm
reddish
talking
is
about
it?
Arab red.
So it says
an Arab.
it says she's an Arab, and it says she's reddish Arab.
Yeah.
And that is a good enough
An Arab with red hair.
an Arab with red hair.
Basically a ginger Arab.
Hold on.
So is it reddish in hair or reddish
Hold
on?
on.
Is it reddish
I
in hair or
didn't-
reddish on
I
skin?
never said what he...
I'm asking you.
For me,
I'm
her
asking you.
complexion that she was reddish. But the thing...
What do you mean? Why does people asking me? Why does it matter? If you never heard the conversation, you just walked off and came back, and the first thing you want to say,
Guys,
wait, whenever you ask
I'm
about,
not-
wait, just listen to me, brother. When I ask about the description of somebody, the first thing I hear, if I ask a Christian about a description, oh, why does it matter? Why does it matter? Well, yes, it matters because we want to know if you have enough information about the people that you put your beliefs in. That's why it matters, bro.
problem.
Come on,
Jedi,
bro.
Jedi, I
Not
don't-
Chinese whispers thing.
It's
I want to
cool.
know if you know who you're
Okay,
chatting
no
about.
problem. But Jedi, like I said, you could...
Sorry?
No way.
What?
No. I'm there sometimes.
No, but sometimes this guy speaks and I go over to him.
No.
Where are you? Where are you, brother?
I'm there, bro.
Where? You're right there. And you don't want the camera on you.
No.
I'd bring your crowd, and come behind the camera. No. But the camera might go that way.
Tell him, fam.
All right, bro. I don't think that you're gonna get away with telling us where to put the camera. I ain't having none of that, mate.
Look.
Them fucking hanky pankies there, bro.
Yeah, so the whole thing...
Forget all that, man.
Yeah. So
I'll go stand over there, you know. Sorry, brother.
No problem. So the thing is, I've read about Aisha, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm talking to him.
Quick, man. It's your way out anyway.
No,
It's cool, my
I'm
brother.
not trying to get out. I'm
Way
not.
out, man. I respect you because you didn't run. He didn't run. He didn't run. He took the beating.
But I don't need to compete in. I'm still Muslim, not you, because you don't believe in it. Because you don't
Fam,
believe
you
in
know
it.
it's banter, fam.
Listen.
He needs to chat to you quickly. He's getting a bollocking from the higher ups.
I'm not getting it. No, I got no higher ups.
What? My brother?
My wife's the back.
Someone sent a raven. Someone sent a raven saying,
No one
yo,
said-
it's going down. The wall is under attack.
Listen.
My brother, listen, always take things light-hearted.
I'm cool.
Because at the end of the day, fam, yeah, I don't care what you believe, fam. I actually don't care what you believe. As long as you believe, yeah, that I'm your brother, I've got love for you. The minute that you think it's fuck Jedi, then it's fuck you. I don't care what you believe. You could be Christian today, Muslim tomorrow, if you're happy in your faith, I'm happy for you and what you're doing. So just remember that when me and you are chatting, this is not like you
I'm
chatting
cool.
with a next man that's
No.
trying to disprove your religion.
Look, I didn't
This is
say-
an intellectual thing where I'm trying to understand your basis of what you believe in.
No problem.
And vice versa, you get me? It's not a disrespect. So when you walk away and I say little things about you behind your back, just know that's just Jedi busting joke. That's not... It's not me trying to get one over your religion. Because I don't disbelieve in Islam.
No problem.
You know what I'm trying to say?
No problem. The whole thing is that at the end of the day is that I'm a Muslim and
Are you Muslim? Go ahead, say it, yeah.
I'm a Muslim and obviously I've accepted it.
Yeah.
Because I believe in the Prophet Muhammad, I believe in the Quran and so forth. No one else. So the whole thing is, if you believe, obviously you don't. How can I say it? I'm not gonna say disbelieve, but I'm saying if you don't accept it, that's not. You don't have to accept it. And you can question me why I accepted this and why I accepted that. At the end of the day, whatever's said to me at this park and so forth,
It's just conversation.
I'll listen to it, review it and so forth. But I believe in it, and I rationalise with people all the time.
Yeah.
People gonna criticise your religion, your faith every
And that just strengthens
I
your
talk about-
belief, right?
Of course.
If anything, do you know what I mean? And
If
I
you're
think
insecure, then you're gonna get
so
upset.
I'm here to help you.
Nope.
You get me? I'm here
okay.
to offer you assistance because I'm giving you something to check your beliefs against and then be like, right, and strengthen your your belief in what you believe in. And I love to do that for you as my brother. I can listen and hear where next man here are Muslims are chatting and they just walk off. Me personally, I don't mind the conversation. I didn't come here to chat this, but me and you just chatting, me and you just talking on the brother level, innit, yeah? Oh. And then content come park up with his camera, and next thing you know, it's Royal Rumble. No, you know, this how it goes. Cool. You're fighting with other brothers and that.
We're talking today now.
Get me? You stressed him out, he's had to go bill up now. Get me? You have to build a big zubi and everything. So you stressed him. You have that effect on people. You stress people out. But don't worry, man. I'll see you next week. I'm coming with the boys, man.
She's coming with the brothers.
I'm coming with the brothers. Umbrella and that. You know, I'm only talking about it because I see it for the first time today. Because my man showed me still. It's funny still. It looked like it's gonna break you up still. Lucky you got a little size on you. What?
You have a thing on him as well.
I don't know about no things and that. I don't chat about man and things, get me? I leave man and their things to do their thing, get me? Like,
this is Speaker's Corner. No one this ain't road, bro.
It's not road, man. It's not road, man. No? It's not road, man. But that was a good little something, man. I don't even know what else to say to you, bro. Like, for me, I have questions.
Yeah, I hear that. Yeah. The point is, I know what you're questioning. The character. You're trying to go in deep. You're looking at all the small details. But what you really need to look at, if you're sensible, is the message. What is
you don't think it's sensible to look at small details?
No, it is sometimes. It is sometimes at the right time. At the right time, but you also need to look at what is this person.
Always read the small print, brother.
Correct, and a contract. When you're
going
into business.
That's the detail, fam. That's where you find out the most things.
When you are going into business, you need to read the small print.
Not business.
You're signing a contract.
We're talking about that you're signing the contract of your soul. You're talking about you're signing away your life, and your years of your life to your belief system. Because you marry yourself to Islam in a way.
But every day you learn new things. Every day we learn new things about your religion, about your field, about your profession.
But you're invested in it. You invest time in it, right?
Yeah, you invest time.
And you invest your identity in it, right?
But you're talking.
Yes or no?
Correct.
Exactly. So therefore, wait. If you invest your time and your identity in it, if you pray 5 times a day, I think it's worth looking at the small print of everything.
I agree.
It's true.
But not sometimes, all the time.
I agree.
That's it. But if you want to know about the science of Hadith, Hyde Park Speakers Corner is not a place to come in. You have to go.
Because it's a long-winded thing.
That's a long-winded thing.
It's a long-winded. But really, it comes down to, regardless of where it is, the only reason why it's long-winded is because it's men trying to prove to other men. No. Listen. It's men trying to prove to other men why the words of other men are reliable. That's all it is. That's all it is.
Listen, anything that
nothing else.
Hold on. Anything that is.
When complex, you tell me something's come from God, that's different. Even though I might not necessarily agree, that's different than saying, okay, this is real because this man and that man, Abdul this and Abdul that, has.
You can't ask someone to come to someone,
But that's how it goes, though.
Come to Speaker Corner and say, 5 minutes here, explain to me the science of Hadith.
No, of course.
Do you understand what I'm saying? And the whole thing is, what I'm trying to say is, this is not a place for the scholars. Forget what people have told you. This is basically, this is laymen in this park.
Nah, well, you know what? I might ask some questions that need a scholar to answer it then. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So the questions I've asked, you need a scholar to answer, yeah?
Yeah, you see someone that
I don't believe that.
Because
I don't even know about Islam enough. No. So if my basic questions need a scholar to answer, imagine someone with some super duper information about this thing, like, huh? But I'm contrary to belief. I'm just a human being, bro.
The way I see Hadith.
Do you know about quantum mechanics?
I've
heard about it.
Can you explain it in 5 minutes?
I've heard about it.
Yeah.
I didn't say yes, I do.
Yeah,
but can quantum mechanics be explained in 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Is it possible to explain
in detail?
Is it possible to?
I don't think it is.
Exactly. So then that's it then. Yeah. You asked me to do an impossible task.
No, that's what I'm trying to say to you. You're asking about the science of Hadith and science. There's people that study 30, 40 years to explain it to you.
To explain why one man is verified because these people have said he's trustworthy.
No,
that's the only thing that it stands on. I don't know why that takes a bag of time. It's you saying, no, Jedi is certified. That's my brother. I grew with him. I know what he's like. You came and told me people in the community knew Aisha and knew her to be trustworthy. So what?
Okay.
People in my community know me to be trustworthy. Yeah? But when I go to Brixton, I keep up fuckery.
But the difference is...
You see the difference?
The difference
and
is...
none of them know about it.
But the difference is... is, the difference is.
When I keep up, listen, I keep up good things in my home.
Used to rob people when I stays like away from her community.
Say that again.
That's what I'm saying. Is that you're saying you did certain things.
You don't know what Aisha did. You don't know her 24 her whole life.
Okay. But you don't really do that, are you? You don't really do that. If
I did, I wouldn't admit it on camera.
I know.
So why you asking me that?
But I don't believe you do.
That's good then.
Okay.
But your belief is not fact.
So what you saying?
Your belief. Wait.
What's your
Your
name?
belief is not fact.
JEDIAH, are you saying that you do all this conscious talk on your channel?
I don't do conscious talk.
It's not conscious talk.
No, it ain't conscious talk.
So we'll speak economics.
It's talk.
So you weren't talking about are you awake?
Yeah, that's a question.
Are you awake?
It was a question.
So,
Have you ever heard me say I'm conscious?
No.
Have you ever heard me say I'm awake?
But the debate was about are you awake?
It was a question I asked.
Yeah, a question.
And what was my answer?
How do you know if you're awake?
My answer was, I think it's a title that people give themselves or are given to other people to boost up their egos. Yeah? Do you understand?
Yeah.
I don't actually think that it's based on realisticness.
Okay.
So I've already separated myself from the whole conscious thing.
But
I'm not conscious, my brother.
But the whole platform of that thing is getting to people to.
You know what?
That's what you take it
I'm
for.
asking you.
Wait, you don't
I'm
listen.
asking
That's what you take it
I'm
for.
asking you.
Take care, brother.
The whole platform is to talk about issues that interest me.
Yeah.
And talk to people that interest me, and talk in a manner that interests me, and provide something out there that I've not seen provided. So I'm trying to just plug a hole in a gap in a thing.
So
That's
the
it.
thing is
It's
not
not
to make
conscious.
people-
You think it's conscious?
No, so it's not to make people to think about their actions and stuff. It's not.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
It's just to talk.
Okay.
Because
It's
we
a talk.
could next week we could be talking about sex.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's all about conversation.
So you say
But what
that-
you notice is the type of people that have a certain type of conversation, they seem to be ulterior than what is put out there in the mainstream.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah. So what?
So I'm just trying to be healthy in terms of giving people a rounded view of what black men are like.
Okay.
Yeah, a big black man with gold teeth, tattoo, dreads, loud voice, muscles, will sit down and talk about what is awake. What does it mean to be awake? I'm just trying to show the diversity of our minds. Just the same way that you do dawah and you come and represent Islam and you represent for black Muslims as well, and you let them know that this is how we can be. You set yourself separate from everyone else because you just want to be accountable to your own actions, right? That's all I'm doing.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
But I would find it hard to believe that you do these kind of things and then you go and lick man down.
That's your business.
Okay.
But this is the thing. You're standing on your opinion is based on no facts about me personally.
Yeah, I know. I'm just kind of based on your actions. I've seen.
Yeah, but then that's flawed. You need to stop doing that.
No.
Because the more you do that, the more you're going to miss out the whole... Listen, you will never truly know another human being. Not even your own mum.
But-
You will never truly... You know why? You know why? Listen to this. Listen to this. I'm going to explain to you why. Did you hear that?
I'm going to explain to you why.
Did you hear what I said?
No, you paused.
No, I didn't pause. I said something.
No, you paused.
I said something.
You paused.
I said something.
You said
to
why?
you it was a pause. To me, I was speaking in my head and I was explaining to you. You don't know what's gone in up here though, do you? So there's a part of me that you're not privy to. You see what I did there?
This is why I
I
lost him.
fucked you up today.
No,
you know,
no,
my
no,
brother.
never.
I fucked you up. But you're my brother.
No, you haven't. What have you done?
Watch it back.
What have you done?
I don't know. Slightly, I feel happy like I kind of fucked him up.
Why? How?
You get me?
How?
You know what I mean? innit?
How?
Slightly, I feel. But
What did you do?
I don't know.
What did you do?
It's more a feeling than the actual thing. I feel like I fucked you up. I might not have, but it feels like I fucked you up.
I feel like you didn't.
And this is
I
the beauty of
I
perspective.
feel to have a conversation with you. You didn't accept why I accepted
Fam,
you didn't accept the reasons I gave you for accepting Aisha.
But they weren't good. They weren't good.
Yeah,
They
in
weren't
your
good.
mind.
They weren't good.
Yeah, in your mind.
In our debate wise,
Yeah,
they weren't
in
good.
your
But
mind.
in your personal thing, I respect
but
your
I still
thing.
believe in that. I'm not going to disbelieve because we had a conversation.
No, I appreciate that.
And
I
you were
appreciate that.
questioning me because you were questioning me. That's it.
Yeah. I appreciate that. And you know when you ask man questions, like you ask
Like the
man
praying
questions.
thing. You said the praying thing. Why do we go into
You broke it down for me.
I said
But-
we do it because the Prophet did it, and then the other brother was saying that he went into stuff, and I said based on the Hadith, we do it because the Prophet did it.
Yeah.
Because it's not worth lying.
I appreciate that.
No
The
problem.
only thing I'm going to say to you is this, you have no clue, really, yourself personally, who Aisha was as a person.
Of course.
What her personality was like.
Apart from what I've read about her.
Apart from what you've read about her, apart from other people's accounts. How many years ago was Aisha alive?
A long time ago.
How many?
But I still trust
How
what I read
many?
about her.
How many? roughly.
1,000 so forth.
Huh?
Yeah, 1,400.
1,400 years ago.
Yeah.
When did the first writings of Aisha appear?
First it was
It was oral. I know. When was the first writings appear?
I think it was like 100, 200 years afterwards.
Okay, so you must understand that for 200 years, I know that.
But
I know that.
But we have
I know the people of them days. Let me finish. I know the people of them days were exceptional at oral recital. Yeah.
Not even that. We have people like, for example, like I say, most of the people that memorize the Quran, they've done it through sitting with a sheikh, yeah, and basically going through it, not because through the writings of a book, because they up until this day, you can trace the lineage back to where people have sat with their scholar and recited.
But what you have to believe in is that the original person that you got your recital from was an honourable source and was infallible.
Not infallible. I tell you why. I don't believe there's not many Qurans around. I tell you why. Each Ramadan.
Apparently, there's 26 of them.
I tell you why. You heard this from a Christian apologetic. Look, he just put. Look, the point I'm trying to say to you. Look, every Ramadan we go through the Quran from the start to the beginning. Someone recites it. Because humans are humans, they're gonna stutter and they're gonna forget this that. So when they do,
you're definitely gonna stutter.
So there's a line.
You definitely. So this is what I'm trying to say. So when you're teaching your recital, this is the thing, fam. What I'm trying to say, yeah. Human beings are not perfect copy machines.
Can I finish?
So after a story about one individual, 200 years later, before anybody starts writing about that story, it has to be an element. There has to be an element of error
all along. I've been trying to say this for a million times. So in Ramadan, we recite through the whole Quran. Now, when the human being, the imam is leading, and he forgets, someone from behind corrects him. Yes? The point that he made a mistake. The reason I know we don't have two Qurans, because you never have two people saying two different things.
Hear this now, yeah?
Did you hear what I said, or was you just waiting for me to finish?
No, I heard you. You never had to. I can't tell you that you don't.
Okay. So the whole thing is, if there's
Aisha, 200 years ago, yeah?
No, let me finish. Can I finish the point? Can I finish the point?
Listen, I'm going to tell you this.
Yeah.
Aisha, 200 years ago, had a conversation with her husband.
Yeah.
Yeah? Boom, 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 boom. Asked some questions that the husband answered, yeah? Then she went and told other people about the conversation she had with her husband. Is this what you're trying to say, yeah? Yeah? And then that conversation that she had.
It's not a conversation, though.
All right, the one about her menstrual cycle.
Well, no, yeah.
The one, bro, just finish. Yeah. The one about her menstrual cycle. She asked the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, about whether she should make ghusl during her menstrual cycle when she's praying. Yeah. That was a conversation because he answered. That's a conversation. Yeah. Now that story was retold by Aisha to others, saying this is what my husband has said. Yeah. Yes. Just let's go bit by bit, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
And she told other food companions now
So how many, wait, my brother, how many people did Aisha tell the story of her conversation to?
So obviously, after the Prophet told this to her, she will go then to the female companions and explain to them, when, for example, when you are going through your Idah or your period or this, that and the other, the Prophet said, blah, blah, blah,
So this 9-year-old did that?
What do you mean?
The 9-year-old went to the other sisters and started schooling them on how to behave during their menstrual cycle. And then those other sisters went on and told other sisters. Yeah. And those sisters, and then 200 years later, someone wrote it down, and then 1,600 years after that, you're telling me you just believe everything that was written there, word for word.
I'm saying that, yes, I believe that when the Prophet... Yeah, but I don't care about your faith. You're not a Muslim, you don't believe in it. You don't have to believe in it. I'm not begging you to believe in it. You don't have...
Stop saying you're not begging me, I know you're not.
Okay, so you can
Stop
believe...
saying that, bro.
You slacker, you want me to be down for it.
I
please
don't,
do that. Please believe that.
I just want you to stand... Fam, I just want you to stand firm in what you believe.
I'm standing firm.
Stop beating around the bush about all of that. Whatever. I don't care what other people think about Islam. I respect Islam. So just say what you got to say, bro.
I'm standing firm. I still believe in it. I believed it before he started filming. I believe in it now. I'm going to believe it when I leave the book.
But you do. And you're going to come... You do see something. But is there a part of you that says, you know what? Even though I believe what I believe, I understand what Jedi is saying. That is a little bit... I can see where he's coming from.
I can understand you as a disbeliever, why you disbelieve it. But I didn't become...
You just can see, you like that title. I'm not a disbeliever.
Okay.
I'm not a disbeliever.
Okay. You believe in the Prophet.
Fam, I'm not a disbeliever. No. I don't know about the Prophet or not. So I can't say I disbelieve it. If someone comes and asks me, do you believe Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, lived? I will not say yes. I will not say no. Does that make me a disbeliever? What will I say? You know what I'll say.
But Jedi, I'm sure you understand the point I'm trying to make. As a messenger,
Yeah, your point is that you just believe. I believe.
As you're not. Since you don't know about the Prophet, yeah, peace be upon him, yeah, you can't say you believe in him, do you?
No, I can't.
Okay.
But I can't say I disbelieve in him.
You can't say you disbelieve in him. No.
Yo, I'm fucking you up out here, bro.
You're not messing.
I am. I can't say I disbelieve in him.
Okay.
So why did you pause
You
and
don't
stutter?
accept him. You don't accept him, yeah?
I can't. How can I accept something that I don't know whether it's true or not?
Okay. So.
What do you mean, bro?
Okay.
Accept any history.
Huh?
No, wait.
Any history.
What history?
Hold on.
Historical figures, historical events.
Jedi. Who? Tell me one.
Yeah, so you don't believe in
Tell me one. Tell me one person you want me to believe.
Napoleon Bonaparte.
I don't know who that is.
That's what I'm
I never
saying.
met him. I don't know if it's
So you
true.
don't believe
There's
in
many
history at
different
all?
stories. One man will tell you Napoleon was black.
Jedi.
Next man will tell you Napoleon wasn't even short. Next man will tell you Napoleon wasn't French. Next man will tell you that. Yeah.
So you don't believe in any history?
It's not that I don't believe. It's like, why am I going to invest my time and energy and my thought process into what someone else is trying to tell me happened when there's different sources to say different things? What is it about Napoleon Bonaparte that makes him stand out that I need to believe that he existed?
So what are you gonna
do you
do about
believe
it?
my mom
Okay.
existed?
Yeah.
Exactly, because I'm here. How can I believe in Napoleon?
Jedi.
What is it that's so real about Napoleon that allows me to believe in him?
Jedi.
What do you know about Napoleon to know that he actually existed?
There's records. There's
records?
There's pictures. There's
Whose
paintings.
records?
He's got a palace.
There's pictures and
He's
paintings
got a
of
palace
Jesus
in-
Christ.
He's got a palace
There's
in Paris.
pictures and paintings of.
Yeah,
There's
but why
pictures
would a
and
man
paintings
have a palace
of.
who never existed?
There's pictures and paintings of Shiva and Vishnu.
But if he never existed, why is he
There's
got a palace?
picture and paintings of Ganesh, an elephant man, a blue elephant dude.
But this is like documented. This is like.
Fam, you don't think there's
You don't-
documentation about the Hindu gods?
Scholars, historians.
Jedi.
You see, when you start saying scholars and historians, you're talking about men, right? Men, people. They shat. They didn't go and shit and piss flew out. They went to the toilet like everyone else. They ate food. Humans. They could be liars.
So what you're going to do?
It could be incorrect.
You're only going to live in the present.
Exactly. There's not much you should believe.
So you never look
Now
back.
you're on my wavelength.
So you never look back.
What do you mean? What do you mean by never look
So you're
back?
only going to live in the present from what you know, from when you were born, what you've seen, and everything that happened before you. Is
I don't.
nothing.
Honestly, what happened before me is not what doesn't shape me. It doesn't make me me. How you doing, sis? You right, my brother? Big up, man. Yeah, it doesn't make me me. I don't stand on the shoulders of the past. I'm not one of them guys, fam.
So you
From I was 13, 14, my brothers were running around doing this, I was running around doing this, and then still reading about Kemet. Reading about this, reading about that. So I started to look at what alternative history was. And I thought, you know what? I can see some goodness here, rare. But today, if you ask me if I'm a Kemet or I'm a believer, I'll tell you no. Why? Because where was it? That doesn't make me me.
Okay, I understand.
So
yeah.
Who I am. Huh?
So your knowledge, where'd you get your knowledge from?
What
Where do they
knowledge?
come from?
Everything that
knowledge?
you learn, everything that you learn, your
What
knowledge,
knowledge?
bro.
You're
Your
assuming I have
science,
knowledge
your
from.
maths,
We
your
talk.
science, your maths, your language. Where'd
I'm
you get
shit
that
at
from?
maths. My language I learnt from school.
Your science.
Huh?
Your science.
What science?
Natural science, bro. Like
science?
How to evaporate water, all that kind of stuff. Science.
I learned it. My mum taught me to
water.
boil a kettle. Huh? I was taught in school that at 100 degrees water boils. I went home, I tried it, it worked. So I believe in that.
Where did they get it from then?
I don't know.
Someone must have done it.
Someone must have, yeah. But what's that got to do with us? We can do it now.
Yeah, but
You can't chat to Aisha now. You can't chat to Prophet Muhammad now. You're mixing up two different things, man. You're reading a book. You can't even prove it now. I can open a science book, try any of the experiments. They can be either real or wrong. There's bare things that they put out in science, brother. There's bare things they put out in science that I don't believe in. The reason why I don't believe in them is one, I can see how easy it is to control this field of science through them having specialized equipment and a budget to do certain things. So they can tell you, we shot a man to the moon. And we can't shoot a man to the moon ourselves. So we have to sit and look at them telling us this is what they're doing.
Jedi.
That's where you see Jedi cuts off.
Jedi.
I'm like, nah. And then when you look and see the research, you see another group of people saying, well, they couldn't have gone to the moon. Look at this, look at that, look at that. So there's alternative proof. So then I push that away and say, I don't take that as fact.
Jedi, does truth
Same
exist?
with the Hadith.
Does truth-
Same with the Hadith.
Does truth exist?
Does truth exist? I keep telling you, fam. You asked me, does evil exist? I said, does freedom exist? You never answered me. Now you're asking me, does truth exist?
I asked you a question.
All right. The only way truth exists is if you can give me a handful of truth.
So,
Give me a handful of truth.
do you know what that seems like?
Give me a handful of truth.
What do you mean a handful of truth?
You asked me if something exists, yeah?
Definitely exists.
What do you mean exists?
Does it exist?
In the sense that it happens and people
Is-
die.
is
and they
People
never come
die.
back.
So you mean people's hearts stop?
Is there?
Yeah, people's
That's
hearts
true.
stop. Okay, cool.
That's
But
true.
you're saying death exists. What do you mean
it does.
exists?
As in, it's an entity.
Do you know what existence means?
It's an entity that we believe in.
Jedi.
You believe death is an entity.
No, it's an idea that it's a construct that you
It's an
can't
idea.
deny.
It's an idea. It's an idea.
It's
an idea.
it's an idea
I can
that
work
is
with you on that.
practical.
It's an idea. Do ideas exist?
Yeah.
They exist.
No,
So
no,
give me an idea now.
metaphysically.
This is what
They exist
Give me
metaphysically.
an idea.
So sleep, the theory of sleep.
It's a theory.
No, but you can't
does
live
it
without
exist?
sleep. Yes.
No, fam.
It exists
Fam, you don't understand.
metaphysically.
Does sleep exist?
The-
Somebody
yeah.
sleeps.
Do you know what metaphysics is?
Somebody sleeps. You understand what I'm saying? Someone sleeps.
the point I was trying to
Yeah?
get to. Does right?
Does freedom exist?
Yeah, of course it
Give
does.
me freedom.
It's an ideology.
Give me freedom.
You can't have it.
So
It's metaphysical.
I know, I agree with you because I've already said this. But what I'm saying is, what I learned is freedom doesn't exist. Freedom is a state of mind and a paradigm. Yeah, it doesn't exist because you can't physically acquire freedom.
It can exist without being physical.
Fam.
Like,
Fam, do you understand what I'm saying to you? Yeah,
get what you're
I could be in chains and be free. Yeah, I feel free. You may look at me and say you're in chains. Am I free or not? If I'm in chains, am I free or
You're
not?
not physically free.
It's your opinion,
exactly.
isn't it? So you now put in your opinion
if
towards
you're not
that.
in
There's
chains,
no
you're
right or
physically
wrong.
free.
no, you can't argue
chains.
with opinion. You have
All
to
right, so I'm not physically free, but I'm mentally free.
If you want to be, yeah.
If I want to be, but then that's just my perception of being mentally free, right?
Yeah, but
There's no-
once you're out of the chains, you're physically free.
Okay,
as
cool.
well.
But if you're not physically free, if you can't go wherever you want,
like a person.
can you go wherever you want?
Yeah.
You can. So you can go to Spain right now without a passport.
No, I'll just go get my passport.
No,
and go to Spain.
so you need something. You can't go wherever you want. You need something that allows you to pass the port.
And I've got it. And I've
Yeah?
got what I need.
No.
And I've
But
got
this is what I'm trying to say. This is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, but
You
I've
can
got
go
what I
to
need,
you
so
can
I
go to
can.
the airport
Yeah.
and they can say no.
Yeah, because you.
But can they? Yeah.
Of course, if you don't
You
have
can
a
go.
passport.
So this is what I'm saying. You can't go where you want to go whenever you want to go. You can go where you want to go within the confines of what they've given you. Independently, you cannot travel.
No, you need your documents. You need your documents.
Come on, bro. You need to. Huh?
You're
We need to know
conflating
your
metaphysics
jobs before you travel.
I'm not, fam. I'm not.
Because
You told me
Yeah.
that he asked me if truth exists.
Yeah.
And I said, if truth exists,
Metaphysically
if truth
exists,
exists, but metaphysics is a theory.
No, but it's like.
It's a theory. It's not
oxygen.
fact.
Oxygen is
Metaphysics is a
fact.
theory.
Oxygen you can't see, but that's a fact.
Okay, but can I
jump in on-
take your air away?
Yes.
So then air exists.
Metaphysically.
What do you mean metaphysically?
But in the
This
sense that you
ain't
can't
shit, bro.
grab it.
Air's real.
You can't grab it.
Just because you can't see it, no, because it's a gas, you can't grab a gas,
Yeah.
but it exists because you can measure it and I can take it away from you and it's a physical thing. Yeah? And I can lick you down with air. I can kill you with air. I could end your life.
Jedi.
Can I kill you with truth?
No. Unless
So there's a difference between air and truth then,
That's
right?
right and wrong.
Yeah?
Jedi.
Air exists, truth is an idea.
I want to ask you a question. Jedi, does right and wrong exist?
Bruh, we're going to go round and round in circles.
don't.
All right, you know what?
Does right and wrong exist?
You believe right and wrong exists.
asking you a
okay?
question.
So
It's a
I'm going to
question.
pull out my
I'm
wrong.
asking a
You
question.
pull out your right. Let's fight with them.
I'm asking a question. Does right and wrong exist?
There is right and wrong. I believe there
Okay.
is right or wrong.
Cool.
Does right and wrong exist?
Yes.
No.
You know what I mean?
No, they don't.
Hold on.
This is my new
Hold on,
understanding.
you know what I mean by
and I'm not going to lie to you, fam.
Jedi.
This is just a new understanding to me recently as well.
No, I-
You got to understand
does
what I'm
right
saying.
and wrong exist?
Right and wrong don't
Are they
exist.
literal letters right and wrong? Do they exist? Are they tangible? Can you touch them? I'm talking about the morality. Does it exist?
Does morality? Listen, fam. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. All of these things you're asking me about are subjective things. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah,
We're having a conversation. I'm asking you questions.
But all these things are
Yes.
subjective things, though. Like
Yeah.
as in, does right or wrong exist? One man will say yes, next man will say no,
Okay, so
and
I
you
understand.
argue till the sun
Okay,
comes up,
is
and you
incest-
can't. Either
Jedi,
one of you can't
Jedi.
do. Wait. Either one of you can't do anything physically to prove the other because it's going to be about the perception of the action.
Jedi.
Yeah, that's what. So it's a mind thing. Yeah.
Jedi.
Air. If we go in a room and I take the air out of that room, you are gonna die.
Jedi.
So that's why you
Are
can't compare
you
them.
saying that incest is a subjective wrong?
do you mean, fam?
You know, what do you mean?
What do you
mean?
What do you mean?
When you ask me what I mean.
I don't know what you mean.
Is incest a subjective wrong?
I didn't say it was wrong.
Come on, just
Did I
straight.
tell you it was wrong?
Straight.
Did I tell you incest is wrong?
I'm asking you.
Did I say incest is wrong?
I'm asking you.
Do I think incest is? I think incest is wrong.
Is that true? Is that a fact?
No. That's
So
my
maybe-
opinion.
so maybe
that's
incest
my
is right.
opinion. Based on what I know in terms of what I hold for my own morality.
Yeah.
It's a belief that it's wrong to fuck your mum.
What? But okay.
I think it's wrong.
You think it's
Do
wrong?
you think it's right?
I believe it's wrong.
So then we are in agreement.
No problem.
Is it a fact?
Huh?
Is it a fact?
For me, it's yes.
Well, it's not a fact for me.
So you're saying it's not a fact?
No, it ain't a fact.
So it's possible
even,
that sleeping
even,
with-
even though
So
I will
Jedi-
treat you
Jedi-
differently because it's my belief
Okay.
and my perspective.
No, hold on. So
My
Jedi-
perspective,
so-
my own,
No, wait a minute.
my own concept,
I know what's
my
right.
own moral,
It's a
my own moral
fact that
compass.
sleeping with your mum is wrong.
Through my experiences, through society,
Yeah.
and my own conscience tells me there's some things I do not agree with. But because I don't agree with them in terms of behaviour and rare, doesn't make my belief system the absolute wrong. For instance, 2 weeks ago, I believed that it was illegal and wrong for two cousins to marry. Now, Brother Isa has shown me his grandparents. Are married and they're cousins. Yeah. It also showed me fact it's illegal in England. It's frowned upon because of the genetic mutations and defects that heighten risk of those things, but it's not illegal. So now this is the thing. Yeah. My perception says it's wrong to marry your cousin, and I'm chatting to a brother whose grandparents are cousins, are married, and it's normal to
In the
their
Eastern
culture.
world, it happens a lot.
In their culture. So that's where I say it's subjective. So that's incest there, because marrying your cousin is incest in my eyes. Yeah? You understand?
In the eyes of the law.
Yeah? But in the eyes of the law here, it's not. In the eyes of Muslim brothers that I have, it's not illegal. It's not wrong.
Yeah.
So that's why I say,
In
it
the
is
Eastern
subjective.
world, most people marry their cousins.
That's why I say
There's no problem.
it's just like the Prophet Muhammad and the 9-year-old.
Okay.
It's subjective. Some people say it's wrong, some people say it's right, but they're coloured by their culture, they're coloured by their experience and the societal context.
Okay, so
I'm fucking you up.
No,
brother.
you ain't missing.
I am.
Hold on. I asked you a question.
I'm fucking
How?
you up.
How?
I'm fucking you up.
How?
Okay, I'm convinced now.
How?
I'm convinced.
How? What have you
I'm
done?
convinced that my fucking you up
What?
exists.
How? But how?
This beatdown exists.
Okay, Jedi, what have you done? What have you done?
I'm just bare banter. That's all I've done.
No,
Banter.
but what have you done?
I've just done intelligent banter. That's all I do.
And you have made me
I
not a
fucked you up.
Muslim?
No.
So what have you changed?
I'm not trying to change
So you
nothing.
so you was Jedi. I was
Between me
Hussain.
and you,
Yeah.
we're having an intellectual pugil match.
Yes.
Yeah? And I've smacked you across the head
So
bare
how come I'm still
times.
standing?
Because I'm not trying to knock you out, you're my brother.
Okay.
I'm not trying
So
to
it's
kill
made
you.
of a
And,
com-
and
so-
you know
so
what?
it's a combat.
I may not have
Yeah.
what it takes to knock you out.
But no, you haven't. That's clear.
Yeah? Did Conor McGregor go down?
Huh?
Did Conor
He
McGregor
was
get
going-
knocked out?
He was going down though.
Did he?
No, he didn't.
Brother,
He went off.
wait,
He went off.
wait. That's all of that is perspective.
Yeah.
Did he go down?
The ref saved him.
Did he go? Brother, man. Stop being-
I don't need to be saved.
Did he go down? Did he go down? No, he never went down. Yeah? But it was what they call a technical knockout because the official in there decided that he'd had enough. But that is perspective.
No problem.
That's not. He
So
did
wicked,
he did lose.
wicked,
He did lose.
wicked,
But it's
wicked,
perspective.
wicked,
It's perspective
wicked,
on whether
watch
he
this.
was actually unable to continue fighting, which is what a TKO is.
Yeah. So Jedi-
that's why a ref can make a bad decision.
yeah.
So this decision stands.
So Jedi-
It doesn't make it right.
So Jedi, in your mind you're
Only for
winning.
medical
So
reasons,
Jedi,
it's just
in your
case. You
subjective
don't
mind you're
want- you don't
winning.
want him to get banged up even more.
Yeah, in my subjective.
But in
mind,
reality you might be losing.
No, I'm not.
Okay, thank you.
That's your best one.
Jedi
The whole thing.
offline.
That
Jedi
like, content,
offline.
swear down, that's his
Jedi
best one.
offline.
Offline.
Darth Vader.
I'm not finished.
Jedi offline, man. Darth Vader in his boom.
I can fight. I can still fight. I can still fight. That's it, bro. No, bro, I need to go home, bro, man. Come on, man. This is a wrap.
You don't need to go home. That's subjective. Take care. No problem. I was talking to him before. We were talking like before him out for the camera and stuff like that. I actually that because we reason about different things, talks about different things. It might not be.
And in the end, you get the real sense. You get the real sense that none of this intellectual masturbation matters.